Hello from Greenland? You mean hello from America? I fucking hate this country so much, holy shit. Shabbat shalom, my dudes. Give out a statement on ice. What statement could I possibly make other than what the fuck, man? Jesus fucking Christ. It's literally so easy not to just execute disarmed people. It's so easy to do that. Oh, man. Oh, man. Is there music on this time? I can't fucking tell. It's on for me. It's on for Streamlabs. Is it on? Okay. Oh. Music is on sick. Bro. The inner white woman in me. This week was so fucking strange for not even just me, but for the entire world. That I had to check. I googled to see if Mercury was in retrograde. The white woman in me made me do that. Because I just, I had to know. Because shit's been so fucking weird. It's been bad. Freddy, why are you screaming it again? I just sat down. You were just outside. No. Oh my god. So, that's, not to spoil it, because I will make a video about this eventually, but, that's how my mom got shot. Same thing happened to my mom. The armed forces in this country, they just, you put a gun in their hands, and they're just ready to fucking use that shit. That's why I'm like, would I go to one of these protests? I guess that's kind of what they want you to think, I guess. Like, oh, maybe I shouldn't go protest this thing that I feel strongly about because I might get killed. That's probably what their aim is. For real, this keeps on giving and it's only the first month. You know what's weird about this month of this year is that there haven't been any cool, dank memes yet. There hasn't been, a cool, 2026 meme so far. Not that I can, think of off the top of my head. Stop screaming. Fine, I'll let you out. Jesus fucking Christ.
Reminder to fix your chat widget, you lazy fat fuck. Also, will you show your baby Quirk Chungus today?
6-7 is old. Yeah, 6-7 is last year. That one's been around for a minute. No memes in 2026 ripped the economy. Maybe it's the great meme reset that people were talking about, where instead of, getting cool memes, we're just not gonna get any of them. Even as a Canadian, I want to go there and protest, but I guarantee the border would be like, what are you doing to Minnesota, and shoot me in the eyes. Yeah, you'll be executed for being a foreigner. So I wouldn't do that if you can avoid it. Ice agent slipping through actual ice is a good enough meme for me. I guess that one's fine, but it's, it's not as dank as it could be, I guess. Hey Mika, I noticed the last stream isn't on your channel. Is it because of the racism? No, because I had 2 minutes of footage from a children's television TV show, muted from 20 years ago, and it got copyright claimed, so it got taken down, unfortunately. So, unfortunate. First stream I've caught in a while, sup short bus. What's up? Hello! Hi! No booba for you. Yeah, no booba for you. Fucking... It's prime television. Prime money-making material, so, you can't have it. all that money has to go to whoever made Booba 20 years ago, and they need that money. They need it so bad. Bro, if you come here as a Canadian, they'll just kidnap you and send you to Uganda or some other crazy place unrelated to where you are from. Yeah, probably. I think I said this last stream, but they were in my dad's neighborhood, just walking around, and what they do is they, even for somebody who is a citizen, they'll round you up if you have if you have a Hispanic accent. They'll just grab you, and it's like grab you first to ask questions later. They'll put you in a bus. They'll put you in a detainment facility, and then and only then will they check for your passport. So that's fun. I like this country is so much fun. I love being lumped in with all these insane people. Even the Asmongold people were like, oh shit, they can't really defend this. God damn! It's crazy. There was 6 of them. There were 6 of those motherfuckers, I believe. And then they pistol whipped him, and then they pepper sprayed them, and then they took his gun, and then they killed him. Cool stuff. Not to get political or anything. It's hardly political though. That was just a brutal killing. There's nothing political about it. They just shot his ass. Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? Yeah. 100% Gestapo. Yeah, that's what fucking Asmongold said. He's like, that's some Gestapo ass shit. Excuse me, I'm not trying to draw attention to my breasticles here. I'm just trying to get this fucking dress to work, because it's for somebody, it's a dress meant for somebody who's a lot more well-endowed than me, because it's got, like, all this ruffly bits in the front. So I have to, like, tie it up properly so it doesn't, like, droop and make my tits look long and saggy. What little tit I have to look just horrendously misshapen. I guess I gotta take this thing to a seamstress, maybe. It's looking like a bad shoot. Unfortunately, what breasts? Exactly. Exactly, don't worry about it. Old Johnny Long Tits. If I were a trucker, that would be my name. Old Johnny Long Tits. I yearn for the CDL, so I can be Old Johnny Long Tits. Oh, man. Give it to a very feminine man. I am a very feminine man. Leave me alone. Okay. Slutty bar maiden ass get it. That's kind of what it's meant to be, I think. It's the frilly bits. Let me stand up a little bit so you can see. It only works if I tuck it in under my sports bra, then it doesn't look like I have long tits. But if I don't, this happens, and that's not exactly flattering. So, the curse I must bear for being born flat-chested. They're just clothing that I'm not meant to put on, even if it matches my eyes. I don't know if it's loud for you guys, but the music's a little loud for me, so I'm gonna turn that shit down a little bit. Are you one of this traps? I don't think people use the word trap anymore. I think it's called something else now. Asmongold will go back to saying Nazis based in a few days. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if you've ever watched Asmongold content, but I guess lately I feel like he's doing it to rage bait people, but the Asmongold of years ago was more of a Bernie bro. I don't know, he might just be doing it for updates. That's my fucking game theory about it. Is that none of these mentally ill streamers, none of them take anything seriously, and they're just doing it to rage bait people for views so they can get more money. That's my theory. That's why I never really want to collab with any of these, like, mainstream streamers. They don't seem like nice people or pleasant people to be around for the most part. Or, I don't know, I guess they care more about the viewership than the content itself, and that doesn't really sit right with me. If you use those fake tit suits under it, you would look like one of, those German women. Yeah, maybe. I was thinking about, well, I guess last year I wanted to get one of those to wear, but I think I would just get banned on Twitch for doing that, even though it's very clearly fake. I think it would just be like a ban for me, because I'm not one of the top 2% of people on this stupid-ass platform. Asmongoldstein being Asmonazi at the same time, I find his hairline the most offensive thing out of it all. I think he has the money to fix it. I don't know why he doesn't. Was in a Meat Canyon stream the other day where he drew Asmon and he got his stringy hair twig finger massaged down perfectly. Yeah, that's unfortunate. There's something going on with that guy. I'm not gonna, like, pretend to know what it is, but I don't know, I feel bad for him. I feel bad, but I also just... I see all these people who stream as a career, and, you can just tell that they don't like themselves very much, even if they're, like, conventionally attractive. I think there's a lot going on in those people's heads. I think probably streaming every day isn't great for your mental health. Ugh! Asmongold is just broken mentally. That's what I'm thinking. I think it's because, like, his parents died, and that's obviously a very sad situation, and I empathize with it a lot as somebody who also lost my mom. So I think he needs to take, like, a couple of months off from streaming. That's what I would do if I were him. I'd, like, travel. I'd go to Turkey. I'd go to Turkey and get them fucking plugs, bro. I'd get those jammed into my fucking skull. That's the first thing I would do, is go straight to fucking Turkey. I'd go visit other countries, other walks of life, see how it is for other people, get more grounded in reality, and stop fucking streaming all day. And then when I did come back to streaming, I wouldn't do it every fucking day. I'd do it, like, maybe 3 times a week. I think that's enough. That's more than anybody should ever be streaming. Ah! Oh, thank you, Bishop. Kamikaze short bust. The certified chatters know the truth. She's a fraud. Shh. Shh. Don't tell him about that. Don't tell him about that. Shh. That's secret. That's secret information. I know being a bi guy and might be a minority, but nothing wrong with being flat. Thanks. Thanks. Hassan sucks. Hassan is worse. Hassan is so much worse, man. I think if I were, like, some sort of Christ-like figure with omnipotence, I would use my Jesus powers to put them in a room, and I would make them start kissing, and they wouldn't be able to leave the room until tongue was involved, and I think that would help them both. PewDiePie had the right idea. Yeah, that guy's gone. He makes a video once every 2 months. I guess that's considered retirement. That's kind of my aim. I guess I don't ever want to be the kind of person who feels compelled to churn something out, like, once a week. I think that's a little insane. So yeah, I don't blame PewDiePie for turning things all the way down after 10 years of doing that. I think he used to upload every day. That's fucking insane. I like Hassan. Mods, cut his dick off! Kill him instantly! I wonder what Charlie's secret to staying normal and down to earth. That's a good question. He's probably the least mentally ill person on this platform. Good for him. It's a good question. My GF is trans and has 20 times bigger boobas than you. Thoughts? Do you want me to think about your girlfriend's titties? Is that what you're trying to do? I mean, okay, man, if you insist, I'll think about them. I can't undo a cancel on eBay for a Japanese 3DS. Why do you want to cancel it? Oh. Are you trying to buy a Japanese 3DS? Why do you want a Japanese one specifically? You also like Hassan? None of you should like any of these people. You should only like me. I'm the only cool, non-mentally ill person on Twitch. Twitch.tv.com.org. I'm the only normal person. You come to me, and I will give you my hot political takes, and I'm always right about everything, because I'm on the television. Look, ma. I'm on TV. Hello! Platform! Hassan is always in these protests. He's in Minneapolis right now and haven't changed his view. He's not a grifter, but he is kind of unwell like a streamer. No, he's definitely a grifter, man. What are you talking about? He electrocutes his fucking dog. He's absolutely grifting. Every single person that makes their whole platform based entirely on politics is grifting. There's not a single one that's, like, legitimately into all of this insane shit. They're doing it for views. They're doing it to rage bait you. They're doing it for a fucking paycheck. The only people who are not grifting are the people who aren't doing it for a paycheck. Those are probably the only people who are honest about what they think. Hassan is a loony communist. Yeah, he's also a communist. Just because things with right-wing people aren't good doesn't mean the answer to all of this is communism. Communism is also bad. Let's be real here. Let's not muddy those waters. I had 500,000 channel points for a guy that just got banned for having child porn. Do you think Twitch would let me transfer them to another channel? Are you talking about that guy? Are you talking about that guy that was all over Twitter? the other week because he fucking one of his tabs said something weird like family fun time porn or something like that. See, that's what I'm fucking talking about. Jesus, and you guys wonder why I only stream 1 to 2 times a week. You're making a mentally ill soup for yourself. You're putting yourself in a stew where you will get brain AIDS, and I don't want to do that to myself, so I'm never going to stream more than I do. It's not good for your brain, man. I guess you got bad pay- wait, what? Yeah, I've been watching him every day for 6 years. I loved his content. Oh no, bro. Oh, man, see, that's what I'm saying. You never know who these people really are under the hood. Well, I guess you can come up with a decent guess. I think if you're streaming that often, I think there's a level of narcissism that's required to do that. So I don't want to be, I don't want to be one of those people. I'm not going to do that, so I'm not going to stream more than once or twice a week, and you can't make me. You can't make it! Kamikaze is doing the epic centrist shit. You're goddamn right! You know what I don't like about people who get angry at people who are centrists? Centrist doesn't mean that you have no opinions. It means you have some right-leaning opinions and you have some left-leaning opinions, and you understand that there's nuance in everything, and you don't like getting taken advantage of by a political party just because you tend to vote for them the most often. That's the way I feel about it. It's very stupid, the brain rot that people have if you disagree with them on like a couple of things on occasion. I think that's really fucking stupid. I get my political opinions from my dad, and my dad gets his political opinions from AM radio when he's driving to work. So that's how I think. It's not really that deep, and you don't have to hate somebody just because there are occasional principles in which they disagree with you. I think that's fucking insane. Yeah, it's getting fucked by, wait, fucking chat's going fast. Going very fast this Sunday morning. I should probably put this on slow mode again. Or maybe extend it so I can read it slower. Yeah, it's getting fucked by both sides every once in a while instead of the same old D. I don't think either party is good. Yeah, exactly. It's like... Because the party that you vote for can take advantage of you just by painting the other party as a supervillain, even if, like, that's, like, a massive mischaracterization. And even if the political party that you vote for all the time is probably doing the same thing, let's be real, all those people are in bed with each other. Let's see. Thank you, I9919. For the super chat. Spectrum Sabotage won't let you stream every day anyway. True! I also keep forgetting to get an additional Wi-Fi router for my house, so that makes streaming hard occasionally. And maybe I won't fix that on purpose, so I am more inhibited when it comes to streaming. People suck, that's why we have dogs. Yeah, correct. A two-party system for a country of 500 million people is kind of crazy. Yeah, they're never going to let additional parties win. They're not gonna let that happen. I'm convinced that they're all the same fucking people. Oh, yes. Oh, thank you, Pig in a Well, for the super chat. I get my political opinions through cryptic dreams. One of the deities in my mushroom trips told me to shoot up a post office, so that's where I get my political opinions from. I don't see anything wrong with that. Democrats have their flaws, but to say that they are the same as Republicans is retarded. They are the same people. They're the same fucking people. They're all politicians. They don't care about you. That's what I mean by they're the same fucking people. They're coming up with different ways that they disagree on, but the ultimate thing that they're all trying to do is to fuck you over and take your money. That's what I mean by they're the same people. So it doesn't really matter. That's what I mean by that. It's been proven over and over again. It's not Dems versus Republicans. It's us versus the government. Yeah, it's never been about that. It's just people who have lots of money and people who are just normal. What? A rich politician doesn't care about me? The DMT demons told me Biden loves Dr. Pepper. The DMT demons, they told me that this man, he loves his vanilla ice cream and therefore he is the good guy. See, like, with, like, the whole fucking Democrats making you choose Joe Biden when the obvious answer that everybody wanted was Bernie Sanders, and they just flat out ignored everybody because, Joe Biden... Exactly. Because Joe Biden's half asleep all the time and narcoleptic and has Alzheimer's, so he's easier to, puppet. So, that's what I fucking mean by that. If you are trying to ignore very obvious things like that, you might have a problem. You might have a comprehension problem. They want people fighting so no one notices all the checks they're cashing. Yeah! I wonder if I'll get banned on Twitch because this has become a political stream. Since, I think you have to put that in the category now, or people get triggered. So we could change the subject. We could talk about, we could talk about the bullshit that happened to me this week. We could talk about that. Me. My favorite topic. Me. We could talk about that for a little bit. Hi, Pale Hands. Thank you for the super chat. Just a heads up, I sent some cool stickers to your P.O. box, but it turns out they're shitty Temu dropship. Next time I'll make something. Thank you. I'll appreciate that. I'll check out the P.O. box at some point during next week. I will never forgive them for rigging it for Hillary against Bernie. Yeah, they've done it twice! Okay? You Democrats, you hardcore Democrats, you guys need to fucking wake up. They don't care about what you want, dude. They know you want Bernie, and they don't give a shit, and now he's too fucking old to run. So, you know, your next best bet, I guess, is the guy in New York. I wonder if he'll ever run for president. He probably will in our lifetime, let's be real. What's his name? Mommy Daddy. Not that I even know if he's good or not. He hasn't been... Was he mayor? Or was he governor of New York? He hasn't been in office long enough. So I guess we'll see. I'm more of like a wait and see kind of guy. Thank you, Nyarlathotep7. Thank you for the super chat. One of those rare moments where self-sabotage keeps you from going insane. Also, the only thing this people believe in is money anyways. Yeah, exactly. It kind of just... It has nothing to do with improving the country at the end of the day. It's just, oh, how can we best scam these people to line our own pockets? That's all that fucking matters. All Dems and reps want to have a certain country's meat in their mouth. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for the super chat, Jedia Array. Thank you. Thoughts on Smash players? Link player, by the way. Thank you for the super chat, Slack Link. I used to really like Super Smash Brothers in the 90s and the early 2000s. I really liked the original N64 one, and I really fucked with Melee, and I think Melee is the best installment. And I'm only saying that not to be like an old fucking boomer-ass curmudgeon about it, but because I didn't really play the other ones. I've never actually played the other ones too much. And then, so, I used to main, when I was a kid, I mained Zelda, Sheik, specifically for Sheik, and then I think in later installments they changed it so Zelda and Sheik were two different characters, and they changed the moveset, and it wasn't the fucking same anymore. So then I kind of lost interest because I don't really want to main anybody else, because Sheik and Melee was fucking goated. That was the first character I was ever able to beat my brother's ass with, and my brother, of course, being the way my brother is, before the victory screen came up, he shut the GameCube off, so it wouldn't count. You motherfucker. What a fucking bitch, man. But yeah, that's my opinion. I don't really have too many strong opinions on Super Smash Brothers players, people. Not as much as I used to. And then I've tried playing it as an adult, and it's just like, wow, this is quite a skill gap that people have, and I can't really keep up with it anymore. And I just feel bad and old trying to play this competitive ass game with people who play it all the fucking time. So yeah, that's it really. I mained Sheik and Melee too. Hell yeah! Yoshi was my second. My second was Pikachu. I mained Pikachu in 64, and then I mained Sheik in Melee. And I think the only reason I gravitated towards Sheik is because my brother kept telling me that Pokemon wasn't cool anymore, and that I was a gay baby for playing Pikachu. So I decided to switch over to Sheik. But I still like Pikachu, as, you know, and as an adult with autonomy that doesn't really give a shit about what my brother thinks is the cooler character. Smash, I was Kirby and Pikachu. There you go. My brother was a Kirby man. It was miserable. I fucking hated that shit so much. Kirby is such a piece of shit character. Holy shit. I used to play it with my sister and all my friends. Great memories in simpler times. Something I want to do with some people is I want to have like a 90s weekend where no phones allowed. We stay home, we get an old shitty CRTV and an N64, and we play Mario Party, and we eat Doritos, and we prank call people on a landline phone. And we're not allowed to look at our phones the entire time. I think that would be fucking great. And maybe we smoke weed. I'm not really much of a weed guy, but I guess maybe under the right circumstances with the right people, I could maybe tolerate one weed. Every time I smoke weed, I just feel terrible. But maybe it's like an environmental thing, because most of the times I've tried weed, I've just been like by myself, and maybe that's not great. It's not really conducive to a good experience. Thank you, Video Game White Noise, for the super chat. Hey, Shortbush, showing some love and hope you're doing well. Hey, whenever you have the time, check out a game called LSD for PlayStation 1. Take care. Thank you. I will check that out. I should get a PlayStation 1. You know what I did as a little treat to myself? I got a DDR pad. Not like one of the shitty soft ones, but like on a raised platform. Not like a full-ass cabinet, but like, you know, ones with like some thickness to it. I don't know when it will actually show up at my house, but I'm really excited. And then I'm gonna be the best. I'm gonna be the best at rhythm games. For nostalgia purposes. Really excited about that. Maybe I'll do a DDR stream at some point when I get good. Ever tried shrooms? Yes. I'm making a video about that experience, actually. It'll
Message
be...
from Gurula.
Ah!
Reminder to fix your chat widget, you lazy fat fuck.
Oh.
Also, will you show today your Quirk Chungus baby replacement?
Oh yeah, I will.
This was Garulo's TTS that you scammed. He says you suck and he will refund his Twitch sub. Postman Dempsey.
Thank you. Yeah, I guess I could show the baby replacement. I'm supposed to feed her today, I think. I tried to feed her 3 days ago. No, 2 days ago. And she wouldn't take it. She wouldn't take the dubia roach. So I'm gonna try to feed her first. I'll feed her on camera. I don't know if you'll be able to see her properly with this camera angle, but I'll try. And if she doesn't take it, I'll pull her out for a little bit, and you guys can see her hang out on the palm of my hand. So I'll be right back. I guess I'll go get the terrarium. For those of you who don't know what kind of animal it is, feel free to guess. Feel free to guess about what it is. I'll be right back. Oh, yeah! Let me move some shit. Then the roaches. Not the spider, please. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, you're getting it. It's happening right now. Some dubia roaches. They smell terrible, by the way. They smell absolutely disgusting. They smell like a mermaid's pussy. Alright. Just want to make sure we're secure here. Alright, I guess we can tilt the camera, even though I spent half an hour trying to untilt it so it would make my face look good, but oh well. Fuck me. Alright, now you can kind of see what's happening here. A little bit. So I actually don't know yet if she's hungry. I don't understand how to like figure that out yet. There's too much shit on my desk. Let's move my microphone towards me so you can hear my stupid voice. Alright, maybe I should spin this around. I don't know if that'll help. Maybe. I guess cause, right. I should probably Google. How do you know how mermaid's pussy smells like? We don't need to talk about my college experiences, alright? Let's see. What are we doing here? Will the spider escape? No, she's really slow. She's not really much of a scuttler. The issue is she's hidden. She's not hidden. So she has hides. They're called hides. They're like spaces where it's dark and secure, so she feels safe and comfortable. But she's blocked the doorway. She's blocked the doorways with dirt. Dirt and spider webs. So let's see. Let's see what to do here. How do I know if you're hungry? How do I know if you want a food? Let's see, maybe I should Google it. How to tell if my tarantula is hungry. I actually don't know if it's a boy or a girl, because they didn't tell me at the fucking stupid-ass PetSmart. You can tell if your tarantula is hungry by observing active hunting emerging from its burrow more often, increased webbing, or if its abdomen looks small compared to its carapace. Otherwise, a plump abdomen or burrow ceiling, it usually means it's full and preparing to molt and won't eat. Okay, so I don't think she's hungry at all, because she's burrowing. Perhaps I shouldn't disturb her. But then, what will you guys do for content? What should I do, chat? You ask politely. Ah! You can also tell it's hungry if it has a napkin around its neck and it's holding cutlery. They start moving when hungry, searching for food. Okay, so she's probably not hungry then. Should I handle her though? I don't want to like abuse a spider. I don't want people to like clip this and be like, look, Kamikaze Shortbus is an animal abuser because her spider is clearly not consenting to being touched. But she's really cute! I can't help it! I also kind of don't want to, like, ruin her house. Let's just see. Let's see what's going on here. Or even- oh, there she is. Okay. Yeah, she's in a hole. You guys can't see that. Maybe I'll just, like, move the entire camera into the enclosure. How about that? So we're not disturbing her too much. And I don't actually have to pick her up. Yeah. Let's see. There he is. There's her butt. You see the butt? You see that? You see that shit? I'm pretty sure it's a girl considering she's not that old. And she's pretty big already. She's that little blob thing. Here. She's right there. Zap for contact! Yeah, I don't really want to mess with her too much. But there she is! I'll put her hide back. I don't want to fuck with her. Alright. There you go. Another time when she's more active, I'll take her out. The species is a curly hair tarantula, in case you were wondering. They're good beginner tarantulas because they're very docile. They don't mind too much being picked up. So if you want to like experience feeling a bug on your hands, this is the one to do it with. And they're not really biters. They're the kind that throw like the spiky hair from the abdomen into your face and it itches really bad. But she hasn't done that. She doesn't seem too scared of me. She's very chill. Hello, class! Are you surprised that I have legs? Didn't see those before, did you? What's her name? Her name is Exodia, the Forbidden One. Egg for short. How many tits does a spider have? Not enough. Try recreating the scene from Home Alone. No, because then she might get hurt. I mean, I don't mind putting her on my face. I don't care. I like her. It was a little unnerving, I'll be honest, because I had to transfer her from the little carrier terrarium that she came into the large, deluxe, ultra mansion that I got her the first night that I got her, and I was a little weirded out with that. First time me touching a spider. I also I used to be severely arachnophobic, for those of you who did not know. I used to fucking hate spiders, bro, but now I like them. I think they're cute. I used to feed my rose hair tarantula baby mice. Jesus Christ. I think she eats dubia roaches and superworms. But I guess we'll see when she's actually hungry. I assume she's getting ready to molt, I guess. They didn't really tell me anything about her current dietary needs at PetSmart, because PetSmart is not a good place to get animals, because they kind of tend to not care very much. But like, I saw her and I'm like, I need her. She's really cute. I have to rescue her from the fucking PetSmart. I hate PetSmart. You shouldn't do that. That's like their tactic. They display very sick animals on purpose to, you know, tug at your heartstrings so that you'll buy them. And it's very evil business practice. So you shouldn't really fund these pet stores. They have a pineapple conure that I see every time I go to get dog food over there. That's like always happy to see me. But birds are very high maintenance, so I'm not gonna get a bird. Maybe someday when I'm an old lady and I do less traveling and fucking around, I'll get a fucking bird. Or maybe when I have kids, so you know the responsibility will be diffused amongst a household. But as a single person, I don't think I'd want a bird right now. I really like birds, though. Ah! Thank you, Bishop. I'm stoked you actually ended up getting her. They aren't too bad for maintenance. AFA, I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. And you picked a perfect starter breed. Big booty tarantula. I agree. They're good. If you're interested in a tarantula, get a curly hair. The old world tarantulas, they tend to be a lot less docile, even though they're significantly prettier. Those are usually ones that come in the really fruity, fun colors, like the orange ones and the blue ones. They tend to hate being touched, and they're a lot more scuttly and skittish, and they bite. So I don't recommend getting one of those. But maybe someday. One of my dream tarantula, which is also, I think, it's a New World species anyway, so I think it would be chill, but it's a Brazilian jewel tarantula. Those look really sick. I want one of those. They look pretty cool. I think they're illegal, but whatever. Reading Charlotte's Web as a child sparked my love for spiders, especially after hearing the stories Charlotte told about her family looking up diving bell spiders. You should look up velvet spiders. Those things are really cute. I kind of want one. Jumping spiders are cool, but they're just really small. I want, like, something girthy, you know? Something I can, like, hold in my hand. Something like, you know, nice girthy, nice girthy spider. Yup. Yeah, thank you, Exodus. Shamk for the super chat. All hail our supreme empress. Egg, the forbidden one. Bring forth tribute of roaches and worms for thine matriarch. Yeah, exactly. My beautiful lesbian spider GF. It's not my Quirk Chungus spider replacement. It's actually my wife. She's my wife now. I want a cow. I've got one of those kind of. His name's Boris. Mika, have you heard about the bird? Yeah, everybody knows that the bird is the word. I have heard that. I have heard it. I've heard that one. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool song. Where did you get the autism cap in the background? I am recently diagnosed and I want one on my shelf. It was a gift. I believe you can get them on Amazon. Same with the autistic child area sign. Give the spider an OnlyFans for content. I should do that. That'd be fucking hilarious if I started an OnlyFans and it's just pictures of my fucking spider. That would be great. I'd love to troll people that way. For those who keep asking, thank you, Bishop. The art contest submissions have not been judged yet. The live stream judgment will be on the 28th. Correct! I do believe I said that in the video that I made for the art contest, but, you know how people are with, like, being able to listen properly and pay attention. Judging isn't till Wednesday. I need to sort through those submissions probably starting after stream because I've been procrastinating on them. I've had a stupid fucking week, let me tell you. So I don't really want to get into the details about it because, like, I don't want you guys to be all fucking personal army about it and go swarm this dude, but and I also just don't want to give it more attention than it, like, needs. But I was supposed to do an illustration and for another YouTuber, and the YouTuber wasn't the problem. The YouTuber's fine. My favorite YouTuber, Meat Cannon. I was supposed to do an illustration for him. One of his people that does illustrations for him approached me and was like, hey, it would be really cool if you collabed with him. I do illustrations with him. Do you want to do one? If you do one of my illustrations, I'll show it to him and get you guys in contact. I'm like, yeah, cool, that sounds great. But the problem was, like, the deadline was ridiculously short. It was like a week I had, and, you know, I am my own YouTuber, of course. I have my own content I need to be doing. I'm working on another video, and I have this art contest that I've been working on for the judgment phase. So I didn't really have too much time, and it was really stressing me out trying to finish it. And it was a more complex illustration too. It's meant to be closer to, like, splash art quality in terms of detail, and I didn't have the time for that. Like, for reference, this is the tutorial behind me. That one took like a month or two of me chipping away at it, because one thing I am not as an artist is fast. I really like to take my time with things. I really like to learn a lot about myself during my process, so I really hate tight deadlines with stuff like this. I really do not like doing that. It's one of the reasons why I don't take commissions either, because it just makes me feel like I'm working at Marvel again. I hate being under the gun. I hate feeling pressured, because I just don't put forth my best work when stuff like that happens. Yeah, so that was something I was really stressed out about all this week. And then this guy, he also entered the art contest. So you guys know me, right? It takes a lot to upset me. I don't care about being offended. I'm really good with being roasted. I'm not woke or anything, so you can really push boundaries when interacting with me, because most of the time I just think it's funny, right? The thing that this guy submitted, if it was enough to upset me, you know it was fucking bad. So I told him,
ugly bald bitch.
I told him, like, man, you you can't submit that, man. That's really That's pushing the line. I'm not going to explain to you what the drawing had in it, because I don't want you guys to go look for this person or like give them shit, because I don't want to deal with any of this. So I told them, like, yo, can you just erase a few elements from this painting, and then otherwise it's fine. Just get rid of a few of them. All you have to do is just, like, you know, take that layer off, get rid of that element in the background, because that's kind of fucking me up, man. Yep. This motherfucker said, no, that's too much work. What? Bro, just delete the layer, what do you mean? Or just take the fucking clone stamp, and then pattern it out. It takes 2 seconds. What do you mean that's too much work? So I just didn't reply to that, and then I decided, okay, I don't really want to work with this person because he seems like unstable. I don't care what fucking YouTuber he's working for. I'd rather not get the connection like this, and I'd rather not even submit this fucking painting because it's turning out awful. I haven't had enough time to work on it, and it's not my best work. If I want Meat Canyon to see the things that I can really do, I really want to put my best foot forward with that, and I don't want to submit garbage. So, then he like has the audacity to like pout about it, and tell me why I should feel bad about him and all the effort that he spent putting that drawing together. And it was just a really stupid fucking statement and situation that I did not appreciate. And then it just upset me because I spent all that fucking time trying to hassle myself and get this drawing done quick, and it was for nothing. So that's kind of what ruined my week. I'm pretty fucking pissed. I'm urging you to tell Hunter directly that is fucked up. I don't want to start drama about it, man. I really don't. I don't care enough. And I don't want my first interaction with Hunter to be like me tattling on one of his employees. I think that's kind of fucked. I think if I really want to meet Hunter, he goes to Monsterpalooza every year. And that's like a Southern California convention, so I could just go to that and say hi to him. And we don't have to do the whole ratting somebody out and starting online drama about it. I don't want to be that person. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't be taking the high road about it, but I don't know. I guess it's just, I think it's more trouble than it's worth to put somebody on blast, so I'm not going to. I'm sorry that happened. You shouldn't have to put up with that sort of stuff. I mean, it happens. It happens sometimes. You know, what can you fucking do? Is Monsterpalooza is a city? No, it's a fucking convention. It's like an art convention for, you know, people who do visual effects for movies that are centered around horror. That kind of deal. I was gonna go last year, but obviously I couldn't make it because my mom was getting sick. And that's when she started getting really sick, so, I didn't go. So, you know, Mika, remember that time I drew you with a crack pipe? See, that's what I'm talking about. You can draw me with a crack pipe and I won't care. So that's how you know that the drawing that I witnessed earlier this week, it was fucking bad. It was just so evil. Just really fucking evil, man. So I'm not gonna post it. I'm not gonna show you guys what it is. I've showed some of you what it is, but like I'm not gonna put it up for. Let's see, we got 928 people here between YouTube and Twitch. I'm not gonna post it so everybody can like get on this man's dick. We don't need to do all that shit. I'm not taking that guy's submission, and I'm not gonna work with him. Shit happens. It's your standards, not anybody else's. If people don't respect that, then don't interact with them. Yeah, exactly. So I'm just not gonna interact with this person anymore. We don't have to turn it into a whole thing. Hi Mika, I have Taco Bell. I would like to use the personal army because they upcharge for nachos on the Lux box now. It's utter malarkey. Yeah, there you go. You guys can go yell at Solo Hot Dog's local Taco Bell if you must engage in personal army type behavior. I used to draw pics of my friend laying eggs. He doesn't talk to us anymore. See, that's funny. There are like 1,000 directions you can go into to make me laugh. But the direction taken in this particular illustration was not one of them. It was pretty fucked up, man. Pretty fucked. To put it into perspective, I would have preferred it if he just drew Rule 34. That would have been funny. That would have been way funnier than what he ended up actually drawing. Yeah. Yep. That painting sucked. It wouldn't have even gotten in the top. Anyways, I don't think it sucked. I would have loved to give critique on it. There's definitely some things he was doing wrong artistically, that he could improve on. So it would have been fun to give a little advice to that person. Unfortunately, he was an asshole, so that's not going to happen. Also, if you do something fucked up and you thought it was funny and other people didn't, just say sorry. Yeah, it's that easy. All you have to do is like be like, oh, my bad. I was just, you know, I crossed the line a little bit. I will erase it. I was giving him an out. Like, I didn't even have to respond to his fucking message. I could have just blocked him, or I could have yelled at him. And instead, I'm like, hey, would you mind just erasing these? I want to give you an honest chance because I can tell you worked hard on this. And he said no, which was very perplexing, and didn't need to happen. So yeah, I gave him a way to like redeem himself, and he didn't fucking want it. So that's what's the most baffling about this. My line is, if it's a thing that makes you concerned for future people they'd work with, especially if a young or vulnerable, was it more of them being stupid and annoying? Yeah, I don't know. It wasn't like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to deal with it anymore, basically. That's it. Thank you, Bishop. He also was like, this is why I don't join art contests anymore. Guy was trying to make you feel bad for being uncomfortable with layers that would take less than 2 minutes to remove. Guy was just unable to apologize. Yeah, for real. Like, holy shit. He really thought he had something there with pouting about it. When the clone stamp tool exists. And I gave him a way to get out of that situation, and I would have just, you know, turned the other cheek, looked the other way. And just judged his artwork accordingly. And maybe it could have won. I don't fucking know. I haven't really checked the submissions too thoroughly yet. I don't know. But no, he didn't want that. He wanted to be a little bitch about it. So, you know, maybe in that respect I could talk to Hunter about it, but then again, I don't know. I just don't want to... Because I don't know. I still feel bad if that's like... If being an illustrator is his only source of income. I think... what'll eventually happen to that person is if he doesn't learn from this, he will inevitably fuck himself over with somebody who is a lot less patient than me. I think it's only a matter of time if he doesn't, you know, figure that out now. He's gonna end up in trouble, and it's going to affect his paycheck. But I'm not gonna be that guy for him. I'm not gonna be his babysitter. He'll just have to learn, or, you know, somebody else will fuck him in the mouth. I'm not gonna be that guy. I've seen the drawing. If he got hard with that, he's irredeemable. I'll do it. Yeah, I know Beazle will do it. I know Beazle would love to fucking do that shit, but I don't know. I don't want to put more. I mean, Beazle, I told you specifically why I don't want to do all that. There are other reasons based on the content in the drawing that I don't really want to add more attention than I already have. So, you know, we're sweeping that one under the rug, and I'm just not gonna do illustrations for him, which, you know, honestly, I'm kind of glad about, because that drawing that I was doing, it was a pain in the ass, and I really didn't want to work on it anymore with such a horrendous deadline. DDD, thank you for the DDD 144 has super chatted. Thank you for the super chat. Not your job to worry about his job. I know. It's like a bad habit, honestly, that I'm too nice to people who are very weird to me and kind of mean. It's something I'm working on, almost like a fucking New Year's resolution. You know, I have this facade of being the low energy internet mean girl, but honestly, I have a really rough time telling people to, like, fuck off, and I need to work on that specifically. I guess what it is that, like, I can tell that he spent a lot of time on that painting too. So I just feel bad. But then on the other side of that, I also spent a lot of time on that stupid illustration I was doing for him, and it didn't go anywhere. I don't know. I don't want to fucking deal with it. Maybe next time somebody is mean to me, I will be worse. I will go for the fucking throat about it. It's interesting too, because like on the other side of the coin, I also really like starting fights with strangers online. But they have to fuck with me first, usually. It's just complex because I do recognize that he did a lot of stuff for that drawing. I don't know. Next time. Miko, what are your opinions on bone smashing look smashing? Do I have to have opinions on that? Do I have to think about that stuff? I don't think that works. I think you would just cause a lot of inflammation in your face, and then it would like heal eventually. So maybe don't do that. Maybe consider not doing that. Complete differentiation and autonomy is required. Use your hate, use your anger. Well, I mean, I'll use it for other things. Like, if it's any consolation for me, I guess, is this whole experience made me kind of upset in that I was wasting my own precious energy on art for somebody else. So it motivated me to finally download Clip Studio Paint. And then I started learning how to use it yesterday. I spent all day doing that when I'm obviously behind on a lot of things, but you know, it was just something I needed to do. I can show you guys actually. Clip Studio Paint is so much fun. Holy shit. I'm actually mad at myself that I never made the plunge sooner. It's a lot better than Photoshop will ever fucking be. Holy shit. It's much more bespoke. You can animate it in it properly. Even the default brushes are really nice. They feel good to use. And best of all, it's not a crack, because I don't want to give Photoshop or Adobe my money. But I paid for a full-ass license for Clip Studio Paint, because it's not a subscription, it's a one-time lump sum, so that's pretty fucking cool. So I never have to pay $20 every month for the rest of my fucking life. Where's the, screen share? The G Pen is smooth. Oh yeah, it feels so good. Tell them about the license you got for it! I can't, I'll get fucking banned. I'll get banned for what I said about the license. Basically, I called it the Thug Life license without using the word thug. I used a different word. If you, if you know, you know. I use different words that I'm allowed to use because of my genetic heritage, and if you try to tell me that I can't, you can eat my entire ass. Thank you, Fran the Vicious, for the super chat. God forgive someone admits a mistake in a year of our Lord 2026. Pride is a bitch, boss. Yeah, dude, people have razor thin egos. I guess what it is also is, like, I probably could have vetted this person more, because in terms of, like, getting to know people online that I really respect, and I've been getting to know quite a few people, it's been pretty nice, and it's been pretty smooth. I've met a few of my heroes already, so I thought, oh, well, this is another chance of me being able to meet my favorite YouTuber. And I figured, okay, it would just be easy, and it wasn't easy at all. It was a weird time, and it didn't amount to anything. So part of it is my fault for not, like, vetting that person more about whether they were legit or not. It could have just been, like, a scam, too, for me to just, like, finish this guy's drawing. Here it is. Clip Studio Paint! Ha! Look at this. I animated myself levitating with rage, because I was on hold with Covered California for 45 minutes. Look at that! Look at that! Because I'm trying to find more of a animatable shorthand to use in videos, because I want to do more of that. Because it's fun. And Aseprite is very miserable for that, because you can't keyframe things in the way that you can in other animation programs. It's like you can only do frame by frame stuff. So yeah, you can do that in Clip Studio Paint real easy. So yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. I haven't animated something in a long time. So yeah, I'm having fun with this. I'm glad I took the entirety of yesterday to just fuck around in Clip Studio. So that's the silver lining in all of this, is that, like, I got mad enough to finally start learning Clip Studio Paint. So there's that. Appreciate the symmetrical makeup so much. My OCD thanks you. Symmetrical makeup? Do you mean my makeup or the Clip Studio Paint drawing? What does that mean? Greetings from Mother Africa. I'm late. What's up, Takavarosa? Mika, why are you getting more popular so quick? I low-key want to remain in Section 8 housing. What? What? I'm not in Section 8 housing, and I never have been. But thanks. Thanks, I guess. What are keyframes for? Oh, let me switch back to that. So, how do I explain this without breaking my animation? So, actually, yeah, I guess I could. So, if you, I'm gonna turn these off. If you turn off enabling keyframe, so it just goes back to me sitting there for a sec, right? And the most I had to animate was just, like, the face squelching around. But, if you have keyframes enabled, and you do this last, then it's less of a bitch to transpose something around, so that's how you get the levitating effect without having to do it every frame manually. So yeah, look at it! Look at it! Looks real cool! So that's really helpful. I don't believe you can do that in Aseprite. At least I couldn't find where you could. And then with Aseprite, you have to do like this whole plugin thing in order to sync with audio. So I also didn't want to do that shit. But yeah. If you can do it in Aseprite, it's certainly easier to do in Clip Studio, because it's not really obvious, the things in Aseprite. Yeah. So I highly recommend Clip Studio Paint. It's really fun. The brushes feel much better. I'd show you my doodle board, but I wrote slurs on it while I was testing the pen. Immediately started writing slurs on that shit, so I won't show that. But yeah, good stuff. Don't give Adobe your money anymore. Use Clip Studio Paint. And they don't shove all the fucking AI bullshit into your face either on Clip Studio. Back in the day, they would just misalign the frames while photographing them to film. Yeah, also that. Also that. No, I'm not gonna show the doodle. No. Which tablet do you use? Oh, I have an ancient tablet from 2015. Everybody say happy birthday to my tablet, because it's 10 years old now. I have a Cintiq 22 HD, and it's really sturdy. And it has a really ancient adapter that is not compatible with a lot of GPUs anymore. You have to get another adapter for the adapter that it has to get it to work. But yeah, it's probably really cheap on Amazon. I think I saw a listing not too long ago where it was selling for $150. So if you want like a really robust tablet for cheap, so this thing's fucking huge, by the way. It's bigger than my monitor. Yeah, you can get an old tablet from eBay and it works great. And I have no intention of ever switching until it stops working, and it doesn't look like it ever will. It's hulking and bulking. It's just not very portable. I'll probably get like another tablet, like a small thing, just if I ever want to go somewhere and do some digital painting outside of my fucking house. But Diesel told me to get an iPad. I've had an iPad before. I didn't like it, and I'd rather staple my asshole shut than buy Apple products. So I kind of don't want an iPad for that, and maybe one of those cheap, shitty Huion Chinese tablets would be better, because I really don't like using the Mac OS. You damn kids and your cyber who's it's and digital what's it's. I use graphite, oil paints, and acrylic and nothing else. That's how I used to be. I used to be very afraid of like digital as a medium, and I was also really afraid of like painting, so I would just use pencils for everything, and I would only ever draw monochromatically. So I wish I had my old art portfolio here, but it's at my mom's house, and I get psychic damage every time I go to my mom's house, so I haven't gone in there in like months. I was supposed to go today, or yesterday, but again, the psychic damage is too strong having to go into that house. But that is also something I have to do. I have to start cleaning it out, because we have to do something with that house, otherwise it's just like sitting there collecting dust and racking up water bill payments and electricity bill payments. So I have to like fucking rent it out or something or sell it, and I don't know. It's a lot mentally for me to do, but I have to do it at some point. But yeah, I need to go get my old art portfolio in there. It's full of Steven Universe cringe fan art from 10 years ago. Because that was my fandom. I was really into Steven Universe before, while everybody was like into fucking Homestuck. My shit was fucking Steven Universe. And I drew bad fan art for it, and I posted it on Tumblr, and I don't remember what happened to my old Tumblr. I have no idea what the password is, or even which email it's attached to. But, yeah, that was a thing I used to do. You could be an Airbnb owner.
Oh, yes.
I could do that, but I don't think people really want to get an Airbnb in fucking Temecula, California, because there's nothing to do over there. Like, you don't go there to vacation. I can see having an Airbnb in, like, somewhere cool, like fucking Miami, Florida, but, like, who gives a shit about the suburbs, man? Yeah, the property taxes. It's just sitting there rocking up property taxes. So, I gotta deal with that somehow. God, I was so into the gemstones that I made for years. This guy gets it. Oh, I never made a gemstone for myself, though. I always just wanted to draw fan art of the characters. I submitted some of this to Nomen when I applied. Oh, God. Can you believe? I was like fucking 24 too. I was like 23, 24 when I applied to Nomen. I'm still really into Steven Universe cringe fan art. And I think at that point, I started to hate Steven Universe, because obviously the plot just went into some really stupid fucking directions. I think the only season that holds up today is probably just the first season. And then like the cool cliffhanger that they ended on. And all the cute gay shit. That was really cool. And then they just kind of jumped the shark with it. Then it just became Being Gay, the show. And it stopped being about anything else. And all the villains got redemption arcs. Nobody got punished for anything. Nobody punished the genocidal aliens for mutilating a bunch of planets. They all just got happy endings, and I thought that was really fucking stupid. And then they were like on hiatus constantly for like no reason. Like you never got a regular scheduled episode. You'd go like fucking months without anything, and then you'd get like one episode out of nowhere, and then that would be it for the rest of the year. It was a really bizarre, poorly timed show. I don't remember why that was. I don't know what fucking happened to that show. So Dragon Ball Z? No, it was worse. It was way worse than Dragon Ball Z. It was probably closer to Hunter x Hunter in terms of release schedule. Steven Gavers, the cringe-verse. Thank you for that comment. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think after the Bismuth episode, the series lost guts progressively. It had some moments that made it worth watching, I guess. It was kind of like a train wreck, you know? Like, you have to, like, you're already so invested in looking at it that you can't, like, you gotta see some of the bodies piled up on the train tracks. You can't just not look. And I think the Spinel movie was kind of cool. I think the reveal that, what's her fucking dumbass face? Rose Quartz was Pink Diamond. I think that was pretty cool. It was just like, there was so much filler. I think Rebecca Sugar wanted it to just be like an anime, but obviously when you work for Cartoon Network, you're not allowed to make an anime. You have to make it episodic. And I think that's where like a lot of the stupid filler episodes where it's just like gay people crying about being gay and stuff happened. Like the whole fucking useless gay marriage arc between Ruby and Sapphire. It's just like, we get it, bro. They let you get away with being a lesbian on the Cartoon Network censors. That's great. But what about like fighting? What about the fighting and all the cool space ship stuff? I want that to happen. I want more of like the war between the gems and the humans. I want more of that. It's cool that you're gay, but holy shit, we don't need a whole arc for that. God damn it, dude. I love how the finale, Steven said it's Gemin time and then jammed all over the floor. You know what does this concept so much better? Land of the Lustrous, Hoseki no Kuni is exactly Steven Universe, but good. It's really fucking... And it'll only ever get one season. It came out in 2017. Obviously there's a manga, but like, I don't want to read the fucking manga because it looks so well done when it's animated, man. I don't want to read the manga. I want it to be animated! It's probably one of the few shows that looks good when animated in 3D. Because it's by the same studio that does Beastars. So you know it's really well done. And then we're probably never gonna see more of that. Because for some reason they decided to make... They did like a reboot of Trigun in like 3D for some reason. So it's never gonna happen. Sorry, my bangs are pissing me off because I cut them too short. Fuck! Today I have insider information because my dad works at Nintendo. Wait, what? So yeah, Steven Universe was a time I was really into that fandom. Yeah. Maybe I should start reading Homestuck. Because I didn't get to read it, at the time when it was coming out. Because I was married to that psychopath. I don't remember if I put this in the video or not about my ex-husband, but he told me I wasn't allowed to like Steven Universe because Rebecca Sugar was Jewish. So, yeah, I had to watch that show in secret. But I don't know if the creators of Homestuck are Jewish or not. I guess it doesn't matter now, but the problem with Homestuck is that Flash doesn't exist anymore, so that's why I believe you can't read it properly without putting malware on your computer or something. Homestuck finished. I believe it finished like a long time ago. Be gay openly now, Mika. But I'm not gay. I like men's. I dodged my psychopath ex who never wanted to work. Same. They need to reboot. Oh, holy shit. Reboot, bro! I watched like a few clips of Reboot maybe a couple years ago, and it was really funny being a VFX artist and noticing how many VFX puns were in that show that I didn't realize as a kid. Like there's literally a character called Ray Tracer. That one fucked me up to see it as an adult. Damn! That was a cool show though. Okay, so I have a weird memory about Reboot. And I don't know if it's like a false memory or if it's something that actually happened in the show. Like, it could have been a nightmare that I had about it. I don't remember specifically, but... Because I've tried looking for this episode. I don't think it exists. I don't think it's real. I think it's just something my brain made up for some reason. Or I had a weird dream about it, but... This was either... I saw... So you know the kid? The green boy in Reboot? And you know how in Reboot... when there's like a game that's happening and they have to go play the game to get rid of it. I don't remember quite like why they had to do this, but so you have like the big cube coming down on the Cyber City thing, and they're like, oh, we gotta go do the game. So they enter the game cube, if you will. So they're doing it, and this is the part where I think it's a false memory, but I remember the green boy getting beheaded. And I'm like, yeah, there's no way there would be a beheading on Cartoon Network. There's no fucking way that would actually happen. But it made me afraid of Reboot for a really long time, because I guess I thought that would actually happen in the series, and then I got scared of watching it. But yeah, I could have sworn there was like a jihadist virtual beheading in that show. But yeah, I can't watch, that's why I couldn't watch any more Reboot as a kid, because of the beheading episode that apparently I made up. But, unless you guys know about that, and it was real, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, Enzo, that's the one, Enzo. That's the guy. I could have sworn he got his head chopped off. And it fucked me up for a really long time. Remember when Enzo lost his eye? Maybe that was it. Maybe he lost his eyeball, and then in my brain...
Yes.
it got misconstrued as him losing his entire fucking head. Let me see. Enzo. Thank you, Intelligent Discussion for the super chat. I started realizing recently that Adobe probably bought out Macromedia in order to bury Flash and Studio Tech to stop everyone from being able to make cartoons videos quickly and cheaply. That's probably true. That's actually probably super real. I wouldn't put it past them. And thank you, Murrow for the super chat. Did you use Blender in the past? Did you use it now? I tried using Blender and it's just, I hate it. Because it tries really hard to have an entirely different set of hotkeys. Because when you use 3D software packages, they're kind of all the same navigation-wise, right? You press W to move around, E to rotate, R to scale, you hold Alt to move the camera. Blender just insists on not having any of that shit for no reason. It's worse than the ZBrush gizmo from back in the ancient times, so, no. I don't want to use Blender. Fuck Blender. Fuck. What was I looking up? Oh, yeah, Enzo losing his eye. Enzo... Reboot. Let's see, maybe not. I don't know. I could have sworn there was, like, gore in this show. I swore up and down for years that this show had gore in it. I don't see any of the, him removing his eye on the Google image search. So I guess that was just something I made up in my brain. That's crazy. You can just make up shit and believe it when you're a kid. Nah, Flashit had a huge vulnerability online. Oh, was it? Okay, it was a security disaster, and it made the internet slower too, I believe. Oh, rip. Well, like, couldn't they have just fixed it instead of deleting the whole fucking thing? So I can fucking read Homestuck in 2025 without downloading malware on my computer. Reboot has no gore. I swear it had gore. I swear. Hexadecimal had a character arc. What, didn't she become like one of those domesticated villains at the end, and then everybody liked Hexadecimal? There's a lot of porn of Hexadecimal on Rule 34 I've checked. Most of my knowledge is on Maya Talk about ridiculous prices for a license. I swear it didn't used to be like that. It was like you could get it for free if you had a .edu email, so you could just try it out. And then it was pretty easy to crack, but now they have like anti-crack software that detects it. And then it's like, oh, you have 30 days to give us $1,000 for this stupid program, or we're gonna shut it off. So fuck Maya too. But like, I've been thinking I need to like maybe do something in 3D just because it's been a long time and I don't want to like lose the skill entirely. So I'm kind of at like this impasse with it. I want to make something in 3D just for fun, just to like as an exercise, but I don't want to do it in Blender. I wish these software companies just wouldn't fuck you over like this. That would be cool. Why did you check? Because I wanted to see hexadecimal porn. Why else would I check? Found the complete series of Reboot just now on YouTube. Oh, is it actually just there? Oh, sick! Love your style, Mika. Pretty unique. You are awesome. Thanks! Thankies! You can change Blender's key mapping to industry compatible. Don't know how good it is, though. That's cool that they thought to put that in there. They could have just started with that, but, no. Render your ex-husband's balls in Blender from memory. Oh, man. I don't really want to go into those memories, to be honest. I don't really want to have to think about that. Use a generative 3D tool to get started on a model and then finish it in Blender or alternative. That's forbidden. If I wanted to do that, I could just, like, I don't know, grab a model that I made years ago and then learn how to retopo it over again in Blender instead. I don't need to, like, use generative AI for that end. Hey, Blender is way cooler than it used to be. By the way, have you considered making 2D video games or even 3D? So every time I try to make a video game, what I want to do with it is I want to be in charge of the art direction, the story, and the animation, and all of that shit. So I would like to delegate the more under-the-hood coding tasks to somebody else. Not that I haven't tried coding, it's just, it's a lot of shit, man, that I don't have time for. If I'm gonna be wearing all of these hats, I'd rather somebody else wear the coding hat. And I've tried learning JavaScript. It's like, it's fine. It's not hard. It's just, I'd rather not do everything if I'm going to make something. So the problem is every time I try to come to an agreement with somebody who says, oh, I think you have some cool ideas. What if we made a game together? That person just ends up being a pervert. And they're trying to do it as a means of getting into my pants. Without fail. It has happened every single fucking time I have attempted this. And then it ends up being a huge waste of time. So I'd like to make something eventually, but that's probably not going to happen until like I accrue enough YouTube wealth and popularity to just pay people instead of going on like, hey, I think we could make something together, and then when it releases, you will get 50% and I will get 50%. That's not going to work. Because people are going to be like, oh, and this is something somebody has actually said to me before, like, so this is actually not working in my best interest. In order for me to make this game with you, you're going to have to start paying me in pussy. You're going to have to plop that coochie wide open, get your labias out, stretch them wide open for me, baby girl. And, then I'll code for you. So, the way I'm going to do it is I'm just going to slowly work on, like, a style Bible. Get the story really, working out. Get the art style working. Maybe make a few assets here and there. And then, you know, armed with my pitch Bible and maybe a lot of YouTube money and a business loan, I will just...
But you're not paying me, so that means you have to fuck me. It's time for big sex with me, the epic guy.
So I don't get in that situation again. So, you know, it'll take time. Whatever. I'm not in any rush. Oh my god, that's insane. I was on game design course and we did basically... I still have access to Discord server full of game designers who need people like you to make graphics part, and like, no joke. No! As soon as they find out I'm a girl, it's gonna get fucked up. My mistake was not being anonymous online. That's where I fucked up, unfortunately. So now that cat's out of the bag. So ask Hot Dog what you need, or Gemini AI, hey, I want to make game using X Engine. It's supposed to work like this. Give code, please. So, you know, AI is smart, but it's not that smart. Like I was not like using AI to generate code, but what I would do back when I was trying to learn JavaScript and GameMaker language, I would use ChatGPT to give me, like, if I was really stuck on something, I would ask ChatGPT, like, how the fuck do I fix this? What did I do wrong? And, like, at least 50% of the time, not even ChatGPT could fix my fucking code and get it to do what I actually wanted it to do. So, yeah, I'd rather just somebody who actually knows how to code properly more than me just wasting a bunch of time doing it poorly for, you know, the scope of what I actually want to make. Well, it's way smarter than me because I don't know how to code. There's a cure to this, Mike. Hop on testosterone, become a man. Oh, it's true. Once you're trans, you'll be better breakcore DJ as well for the soundtrack. True. No, I think coding only works if you're a trans woman. I don't know what trans men are good at. I don't know what the stereotype for trans men is in terms of, like, career paths, but there's a lot of trans women in computer science. Those tube socks that they wear all the time with the stripes, we call them the game programmer socks. Flipper F Penguin, thank you for the super chat. Hey Mika, I hope you're doing well. I just wanted to know if you have any life-changing art advice coming from someone who is struggling to draw. I do. If you're struggling to draw, you need to stop taking it so fucking seriously. You need to draw stupid shit for fun. You need to remember that, remember when you were a kid and you just had a box of crayons and a piece of fucking paper and there wasn't any social media, so you didn't have to, like, You know that fucking gif of, like, it's like the court jester doing this in front of, like, a very bored queen. The bored queen is social media, and you're the dumbass court jester trying to make something for a bunch of people that don't actually give a shit. Just remember that art is meant to be fun and stupid. So start making stuff that's fun and stupid. And that's one of the reasons why I like Meat Canyon so much, because when I got laid off from Marvel, I started getting into Meat Canyon videos. So, and that helped my art a lot, because then I just realized, oh, wait, so you're telling me I can draw whatever the fuck I want and it can be weird and disgusting? Hell yeah! So I started doing, like, Meat Canyon type stuff, and it got me, you know, moving my hand around on my tablet again, and not afraid of, like, making something impressive, like a Riot Games splash art. So that's what I recommend. Just, you know, make something dumb. Make something hideous. Make something that would upset your grandma if she saw it. And that's how you'll fix your artist block. What if I don't remember to draw until after I eat all the crayons? Get 2 packs. And then 1 pack is for eating, and one pack is for drawn. Vibe coding is an option if you have someone telling you what data structures and design you need, but otherwise managing a code project is going to be too involved. I don't know what vibe coding is. I keep hearing that term. I don't know what it fucking means. God damn it. I really fucked my bangs up. There's no coming back from this. God damn it. Oh well. It'll grow back in like a couple weeks because they grow back faster than the rest of my hair. Oh well. Did you ever model any horse feces at Marvel? I wish I was given that opportunity, that once-in-a-lifetime chance to do the horse turds for the Pinocchio movie.
You better hide that big-ass forehead.
I can't, because my bangs, they're too short. Sounds like a lot of work. I'd rather just bust my labias out. I guess there's some people who are willing to bust the coochie out for somebody to code from, but I'm not one of those people. I like to be in love with the person that's looking at my labia. Sorry if that's a hot take, but, you know, call me a little old-fashioned, but, you know, I like the person that is inserting themselves inside of my nether regions to be somebody that I actually like hanging out with. And it isn't transactional. So, that's not what I'm gonna do. A good way to improve your art would be to marry a prostitute and die mysteriously from gunshot wound. What? Isn't that what happened to, was that Vincent van Gogh that did that? I don't remember. I thought he killed himself. I don't quite remember my art lore. Or was that Hitler? One of those guys. Yep, love is so gay. It is, but I'll keep hoping someday that I will find it and it won't end in a divorce someday if I really try hard, I guess. Actually, no. Every time I try really hard in a relationship, it just gets thrown up in my face, because there are some men out there who just, like, you do something for them, and it doesn't register as, like, oh, this person is doing something for me because they love me. They register it as, like, oh, this person is doing something for me because of course they should. I'm the best thing since sliced bread. Of course they should be doing all this nice stuff for me. And then when you stop doing it, they just keep expecting it. And then they expect more and more, and then they get bored of you when you don't want to put into that effort all the fucking time, because they're narcissists. So I'm actually not going to try it all the next time I'm in a relationship. I'm going to be the man. I'm going to wear the fucking pants. I'm going to be an asshole. I'm going to, like, scream at you and throw, I'm going to throw pizzas on your roof, and I'm going to hit you. And that, if you stick around, it's true. It's true love. That's how it's gonna work, I guess, because men don't like it when I'm nice to them. So it's time for me to be mean. Yay, hopeless romantics altogether. No, I've killed that part of me. There's no more hopeless romantic left. She's gone. Scream for another beer with your hand down your pants as you watch Sunday football. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Got, like, fucking potato chips on my chest, and, like, just stains on my sweatpants because I don't fuck my wife anymore. I just goon. And that's how I'll find somebody that will love me. like the Marilyn Monroe quote. If you don't love me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best. So I'm just gonna be a real bastard until somebody loves me.
Oh, yes.
Thank you, Aaron Ritchie 6426 for the super chat. As an autist bird enjoyer, there's a funny documentary you might like called Listers, a glimpse into extreme bird watching on YouTube that delves into the tistastic word of birding. Good shit. I did watch a birding documentary a couple weeks ago. I think I spoke about this, but I'm going to talk about it again because I thought it was really interesting. There was like a supreme weapons grade autist bird scientist that found out that the Japanese tit has language, and not only does it have language, but there's like syntax and grammar in their language. So like certain calls, they have to be like they mean something different individually, and in order to mean a different thing, they have to be said in a certain order. And if you reverse that order, the birds get confused and they don't know what you're fucking talking about. So I wonder if I don't remember what it was called. I should link it because it was really cool. Let me see if I can find it. Let's see.
Bird language.
I always admire autism of that degree. It's really fascinating. Let's see. Bird language. Let's see if it's like the first result. Yes. Okay, it's literally the first result. It's the third result. I lied. The first result is the same guy, but it's a different video. We're gonna use the other video because it has more views on it, therefore it's better. That's how it works. And then I'm gonna link it to you guys. I thought it was fucking cool. Maybe I should just watch it with you guys on stream, or will I get a copyright strike for that? Because I got copyright acclaimed last time. But yeah, this is the kind of autism I want in a relationship. I'll just link it. I want somebody who is this devoted to their craft, where they spend 20 years hanging out in a forest looking at one specific species of bird. That's autism. That's dedicated autism. It's beautiful. Can I commission you, please? No, I don't do commissions. I hate them. They make my head hurt. We should sell AI translator snorkels that translate speech into whale song, but they're just regular snorkels. That'd be cool, but people would abuse them, and they would like say mean things to the whales. I don't think technology like that should ever become mainstream because humans are too prone to nefarious activities. I don't want them to upset the whale population. I think that would be bad. I did this with chickens essentially. Really? Tell me about the chicken calls. To the best of your ability, if you can like translate them phonetically into English. I think I needed a new tablet. I want to buy the one you're talking about, but you should just sell your old one. No, I'm not selling my old one. It's mine. It's my favorite. It's my boy. TikTok prank streamers for whales. See, that's what I'm saying. There's gonna be a whole population of people who start prank calling animals. I'm in a situation right now where I got laid off from a race car team and suffered a hernia. Wish to pursue animation and guitar, but I am inconsistent right now. Really want an animation channel soon. Do it. Stop making excuses and do it. Just go for it, man. The only person standing in your way is you. Start a rock farm with me? What the fuck is a rock farm? I saw crows using bottle caps to slide down the roof like it's a playground, smart fuckers. I think I've seen that, where they like to surf and shit. And then there's like, I think they're called Kias. They're like this alpine parrot. I forget what part of the world they're native to, but there's like a specific call that you can use, and the call means playtime. So if you use it around any adult Kia, they will just like, they'll stop what they're doing and they'll get on their back and they'll start like rolling around because it's playtime. Isn't that fucking cute? Fucking love birds, they're the best. I think I heard hamsters have different languages, or that gerbils. I can't tell the difference. I know rats can laugh. It's like a really supersonic high-pitched laugh that you need a special microphone to detect. But they do have a form of laughter that happens when you tickle them, and that's really cute. Let's see. I had a cockatiel named Nibbles as a kid. Loved that bird to bits and pieces. I had a bunch of cockatiels when I was a kid too. I had an umbrella cockatoo for a little while, but we had to give her away because she would scream really loud and the neighbors complained to the HOA. Very unfortunate. But she was really cool. She was like a Houdini. She could always get out of her cage when we didn't want her in there, or we didn't want her like just pooping around the house. And then she'd like walk up the stairs, even though she's fully capable of flying. She insisted on walking up the stairs. And then I had an African gray parrot too, and that bird was really fucking funny because when it spoke English, it understood context. So if it was ever doing something that it knew it wasn't supposed to do, it would be like, "Shh, it's okay. Shh, it's fine. It's okay." It would start gaslighting you and tell you not to scold it. Very, very interesting bird. Boris, what are you doing in here? Are you here to break my other softbox? What do you want? You want to go outside? You want to go outside? My dad said keeping birds as a pet is cruel, and I kind of agree with him. It is if you don't know what you're doing. You shouldn't keep them in cages 24/7. You need to have like a setup where they can basically free roam your house. And they have like perches and stuff, and you need to be like not upset if they poop on stuff, or you can get them like diapers and stuff. Essentially, you need to have an aviary for the motherfuckers. So one day, when I am an old, wealthy grandmother, I will have an aviary with lots of fucking birds and shit. And that's the dream. Hold on, let me get the Boris. He seems to want something. One sec.
I meet the boys.
Already trapped? Also, I have to piss! So I'll be right back. Another thing that people don't know about birds, like, specifically parrots, like, macaws, amazons, cockatoos, those motherfuckers live a really long time. Their average lifespan is, like, 80 years. So, it's like, it's a fucking commitment, and they're really smart, so they're like 4-year-olds. So you have to be committed to having an 80-year-old toddler in your house, and you have to like set it up so that like somebody inherits the bird when you die, because it will outlive you. So yeah, birds are not for the weak. You could get like a fucking conure or a cockatiel or something. I think those only have like a 20 to 40, something like that, lifespan. One of these days I'll get a cockatiel because they're really cute. I really like cockatiels. Did you even wash your hands? No. The fuck? What are you, gay? Why would I do that? Washing your hands is for gay men. There's a big bird rescue near Madison, Wisconsin, and it's a real problem. Yeah, people have to end up surrendering them if the bird outlives you. It's pretty fucking sad. I feel like they're just too lax on the pet trade in this country, and you know, you should have to have like permits to take care of these animals. I think probably you should just make it fucking illegal because most people don't have the proper setup to take care of, because they're not domesticated. They're wild animals. Yeah, I think it's pretty cruel because most people don't know to handle an entire fucking bird. We need ice for birds. Would you ever start a non-profit rescue for animals? No, it's like too much work. I know I'm a Twitch streamer and I'm supposed to say that I would do that, but no, it looks like a pain in the ass. Mika, what happened this week? I talked about it earlier. I just got into like a weird fucking thing with a guy who wanted me to illustrate something. I don't want to tell the story again. You're just gonna have to wait for the VOD to be reposted and then you can scrub back in and see what happened. It was a real pain in the ass. What brand of toilet you pissing in? I don't know. I don't know what brand toilet I have. Should I know that information? I don't know that. I'm working on a Robert Pattinson themed bathroom though. So I'm slowly collecting posters from every Robert Pattinson movie. So we've got Twilight and we've got Mickey 17 and we've got The Lighthouse so far. I tried to order like a Robert Pattinson Jesus candle on Amazon, but I think it got canceled for some reason. So, you know, there's surprisingly not a lot of Robert Pattinson merch out there. I need more of it. I don't know where to get more. I even checked Etsy and there's just not a whole lot. But, you know, slowly but surely I'll fix my R-Pat's bathroom. Lighthouse, nice. I haven't seen it yet, but he looks really hot in that movie, so I'll probably check it out eventually. I liked Mickey 17. You know what I like about Robert Pattinson? Is because, like, he's a little ugly. He's a little fucking ugly when he smiles. Because I don't like when people are too hot. It's intimidating, and it makes me feel like I'm not worthy of being around them, and it makes me hate them a little bit. I like it when dudes are just a little bit kind of funky looking, and I think that's perfect. I love me some 7s, some 6s, and some 7s, and I'm saying 6, 7 in terms of like the attractiveness scale. So I like that Robert Pattinson is just kind of a little freak. I think it looks very endearing, very interesting character. He's English, yes. I didn't know what to expect about Lighthouse, but whatever it wasn't that. Good movie, though. Would 8 be pushing to you? Oh, no, I'll take an 8. 6 to 8. Would not go for a 9 or a 10. That's where I draw the line, because then it's just like, oh, I stop being attracted to you, because you end up being too attractive, and then it's weird. You should watch Good Time, too. He's hot in that, too. Let's see, I don't think I've heard of that. Good Time. Robert Pattinson. Let's see. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. His fucking stupid ass goatee. It's great. He looks like an absolute freak. He looks great. Fuck yeah. Yes to affirm. Redeem it. Redeem it. Love that. I just love that there's just something slightly wrong with it. I think that's why I didn't like him when he was like 22 and in Twilight, because then he was too hot. And then as he got older, he got kind of weird. He became more weird looking. Or maybe that's just like a result of like all of the airbrushing and color correction and makeup that they were giving him on the set of Twilight. It was too much, whatever they were fucking doing. He looks great now. He looks perfect. Is that why you like Claire Obscure? That's exactly like why I like Claire Obscure. She won't date a 9 or a 10. Time for everyone in chat to back it up. Would you go for Steve Buscemi if he was on the market? No, Steve Buscemi is too ugly. Well, he's a little too weird looking. If he fixed his teeth, he would be fine. But no, not into that. It's funny how the perception of Pattinson has changed over the years since Twilight, but now he's like the bro, similar to trajectory to Gosling. Yeah, I agree. If you guys haven't watched Mickey 17, you should. It's a really fun movie. He plays a fucking dweeb in it. It's great. He plays an insecure, silly little guy. Good stuff. Met him IRL. Who have you met IRL? Who was it? Markiplier is like a great 15, and have you heard of the book that was made about him by his mom? His basically God. What? No, I didn't know there was a Markiplier book. Would you date Rocky Dennis? I don't know who that is. Let's see. Rocky Dennis. Oh no. 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 No, thank you. It's a little much. But thanks for asking. Thanks for asking. Now she's crying to be let inside. God damn it, Freddy, you're so annoying. I like Kurt Cobain, edgelord Bruce Wayne. Well, I haven't seen the Batman movie with him in it yet. Mika, how did you feel when Kristen Stewart cheated on him? I wanted to slap that bitch so hard. Like, what the fuck is actually wrong with you? That's so evil. See, even hot people get cheated on. It's really sad. Apparently my doppelganger is the drummer from System of a Down. What's his fucking name? I forget what his name is. Sode. Drummer. Does that make me a fake fan if I don't remember everybody's name in a band that I really like? Oh, okay. So, do you have, like, the long, stringy mustache, too? Hopefully you do. I'm sure women like pulling on that or something. Bro, shame System of a Down goes so hard. Shame that they don't make music anymore because of like weird political differences or something. Robert Pattinson dated Kristen Stewart, then she got a wife. Coincidence? I think not. He's a lesbian converter. Well, no, because he has a wife now, and they have a kid. So I'm pretty sure his wife is eating that shit up and doesn't think about women. I think Kristen Stewart is just a bitch for doing that. I found my last girlfriend was a call girl on Backpage, and 10 years later, I still haven't recovered from that. What's a call girl? Is that like a prostitute? I forget what a call girl is. Thoughts on Tom Welling? Let's see, who's Tom Welling? I should do a tier list someday where I just rate men so people will stop asking me what my type is. Oh man. Oh god, dude, this is like the twink death of the fucking century. Holy shit, what the fuck happened? What? This doesn't even look like the same fucking person. Jesus fucking Christ. The difference is staggering, damn! What the fuck? You know who also had a brutal twink death? What's that fuck? What's that fuck from, Jackass? What's his name? You know the one. You know the one who's like a raging alcoholic. The Smallville guy? Yeah, that guy. Sam Hyde. Yeah, Sam Hyde also had a brutal twink death. No, there will never be a more brutal twink death than Sam Hyde. Bam! Yeah, Bam Margera. Damn, dude. Looks fucking terrible. He went from beautiful twink to fucking straight up somebody's boomer uncle. Oh, let me guess your type is Brad Pitt? No, I don't like Brad Pitt at all. Not even a little bit. She's still talking about Robert? No, we're talking about Bam Margera now. In defense, Kristen was used as a practice girl by that sleazy director. That happens, I guess. I guess she got retribution for cheating on Robert Pattinson then. Well, Bam looks like his dad now. Yeah, he looks exactly like his dad. Oh, dude. Bam Margera. That's what happens when you're an alcoholic, dude. If there's ever a means to stop drinking, it's this shit. Fucking hell. He looks like he has sexual assault accusations. Oh, it's fucking brutal. Wow. Yeah, don't do drugs and don't do alcohol, kids. I'm glad I'm a bear at 19 years old. I would hate to know that I was a twink that could die. Tectone confirmed? Are the allegations real? I haven't been keeping up with my celebrity slop lately. Is he like a rapist or no? What happened with that? What's going on in the world of mainstream streamers? Yeah, he's guilty. Oh, dude. Tectone is like... He has this energy of the kid in high school that keeps showing up to your lunch table, and nobody really wants him there, but nobody's also mean enough to tell him to fuck off. That's what he feels like to me in terms of personality, and he's just constantly showing up to Asmongold's lunch table, and as Asmongold won't tell him to go fuck himself, and he sits there and he pretends like he's a lot cooler than he is just by proxy of hanging out with bigger streamers. And he plays Genshin Impact. The worst thing about him is he plays Genshin Impact. Those are the vibes I get from him. I don't really watch his content. But, I don't really know what the allegations are. I just know that they're, like, sexual assault in nature. I'm not the type to start assuming things about people just because somebody on Twitter told me to. But, I guess it's real now. Asmongold got cancelled yet again. Emiru has a cool hat, and Hassan shocked his dog yet again on stream. What did Asmongold get cancelled for this time? What happened? What happened today? Let's check Twitter. That's a normal, healthy thing to do on a Sunday. Let's look at Twitter. That's what people like doing on streams, right? They like checking Twitter together. Maybe I'll let you guys check Twitter too. Let's open it up. Twitter, yay! The healthiest place on the internet. Oh, there's a tweet from Tectone. I'm not following him, but there's this stupid For You tab that happens whether you like it or not. It says, it's so fucking cold out, I can't even get an illegal immigrant to deliver me a damn coffee, bro, come on. That is the gayest joke I've ever heard in my life. The illegal immigrant's probably scared to be associated with you because of all the crimes you committed. I like that it's just Beazle. Beazle coming in hot! Oh, yeah. Yep. Let's see. What happens if I look up Tectone? I don't really want to. I don't really want to look up Tectone. What are somebody look up the allegations. I like that my For You page is mostly Deltarune. That's cool. It's Deltarune stuff that I want to see, and then streamer drama stuff that it's a guilty pleasure. It's not that I don't want to see it, it's just like I don't like that I want to see it. I really hope they don't give Azrael the Redditor build. I hope they make him a hot twink like in Undertale. I think that's enough Twitter. That's enough Twitter for today. I think that's enough, getting my balls irradiated by opening it. Check your notifications. It's just people liking posts, I guess. I think I posted, like, a selfie last week, and people got really mad about it. For baffling reasons. Actually, let me open that back up. People got really angry. And I don't really understand why. Let's see. I don't use Twitter enough to know the navigation. Oh, here we go. Profile. Let's see. Not this one, not this one, not this one. This one. People got pissed off about this. For some reason. People were pissed. Because I talked bad about, my Holocaust-denying ex-husband, and I divorced him, and people are like, you can't do that, how dare you, you fucking bitch. He was way cooler than he'll ever be, because he loved Hitler, and so Hitler was the best. And, yup, Yep, and people were very angry. Let's read some hate comments from people. Let's see. Like, this guy says, you got divorced because of Trump, and maybe your ex-husband wasn't the one radicalized. Notice how I didn't reference Trump in the tweet at all. I was talking about Hitler. So that's a little telling, huh? It's a little bit of a self-report. Notice how Trump was not mentioned in the tweet. And then I replied with, I got divorced because he was obsessed with trans women and he kept telling me how much he wished that I had a girl penis and he didn't have a job and he wouldn't help me pay rent. You got divorced, femoid freak? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oh, there was this clip. It was on the Whatever podcast. And it was like, it was a bunch of dudes, because you know how cancer the Whatever podcast is. Because they get, like, all of these right-wing dudes, and then, like, a bunch of OnlyFans models in the same room, and they get them to debate each other, and that's, like, the whole gimmick. And people base their entire personalities off of this, when it's just obviously, rage bait. But yeah, they got all the red pill dudes together, and then they got the OnlyFans models together, and they asked the women, what would you do if your husband beat you? And all the OnlyFans girls were like, oh, I would divorce him instantly. And then all the red pill dudes were like, oh, you're so evil, you're such a bitch for doing that. You don't just divorce a guy because he gave you a shiner one time. You gotta work it out. There's nothing wrong with a little domestic abuse. Women can have a little domestic abuse as a treat. And then they asked all the red pill dudes, what would you do if your wife cheated on you? And all the dudes say, oh, I would divorce her instantly. What a bitch. How dare she? So yeah, that's the caliber of people that seem to have found this tweet. Because I guess the word Hitler is like a sleeper activation code for that. So yeah, Twitter's a cool place. You looked better before, better after the divorce, whatever. This is in 2026. I don't see a happy woman. Yeah, so people were trying to tell me that I'm like an old hag, just to like get my self-esteem down or something, but that doesn't work because I have too much self-awareness for that. And you know what also doesn't work is that I didn't know how to use eyeliner in this picture and I was putting on too much and I looked like a fucking raccoon. So you can argue that I look older on the picture on the right, but you can't argue that I was ever doing my makeup better before. So that's a win for me. You can't make that argument. But yeah, I don't understand the concept of Twitter anymore. It's never been good. It's just, it's bad in different ways now, I guess. This was a fun one. How many black dudes did you have to sleep with to feel like you got even? So I said, are you trying to fantasize about me fucking black dudes? That's like really weird. I don't know what it is about these people where they just like, they just unprompted, they have to bring up black dudes for some reason. It's again, it's another self-report. And he's a checkmark. Yeah, this guy pays money to have weird opinions about women fucking black people. Twitter. So I don't really use Twitter. The whole reason I made that tweet at all is because I know my ex-husband stalks me on social media, so I just like ruining his day once in a while and posting stuff like that, because I know he'll see it, and it's really funny. I don't do it for any other reason. That's literally it. I just like rage baiting one man specifically. Use Grok AI to get Robert Pattinson cuddling you. Isn't there like a girl who does that with that one Stranger Things actor? That's really fucking creepy. Oh, you didn't mention Trump or black dudes, but Twitter always finds a way to involve them. See, exactly, dude. It's like black dudes and Trump live in these guys' heads rent-free. It's very absurd. Mika, the guy that said stay with your abusive husband hit a woman in Japan. That does not surprise me. Of course that would happen. Mika, how did you get so immune to internet toxicity? Because I played League of Legends every day for 5 years. Nothing will ever rub me worse than anything that's been said to me in solo queue. It's like you build up a very large tolerance to that kind of stuff. And it's to the point where I just start fights with people online for fun because it's great. It's a really good time. Thank you, Bishop, for the super chat. You gave into paying Twitter monthly for a blue check. Why? It's because somebody gave me money to do it because I wanted to send Asmongold a message because I think I can fix him. Not like in a sexual way, but I think I wanted to be his friend because his dad and my mom died on the same day, and I feel like lately his content is just him being upset about that and taking it out on the internet, who constantly give him shit for just having political opinions, even if your political opinions are just like a little nasty, like Asmongold's are. I think he gets more shit than he needs to get for those political opinions, and I feel like he's becoming more radicalized just to piss other people off, and I think he's genuinely upset that his dad died. So I wanted to be like his friend. I wanted to like hang out with him, maybe get him out of his house, hang out. I'll bring Beazle along. We'll all go to Beazle's house and we'll smoke some fat blunts and we'll talk about life. And I feel like that would be good for him, I guess, because I guess I have like a mild, I'm not gonna say maternal or savior complex, but I definitely feel maternal sometimes over people that I can tell are struggling. Because, you know, I'm in a similar situation where my mom died too, and it sucks dick. It sucks huge flippity floppity donkey dick. So I sent him a message, and he has his DMs closed off, so you can only message him if you have a stupid check mark. And I talked about this on stream a month ago, and then I'm like, oh, I don't want to give Twitter my money, and then somebody's like, here, I will give you the $8 so you can talk to Asmongold. So I'm like, all right, fine. But he didn't respond, but I didn't expect him to, I guess. I think he probably just thinks I'm gonna like get mad at him or something because I'm a woman with piercings. People see my snake bites, and they're like, oh, this bitch is about to be the wokest cow online, and she's gonna yell at me and call me a Nazi, which is not true. I just like, alt clothing. But yeah, you know. I just wanted to be nice to somebody, because I can relate. Toxic pixie dream, girl. How much self-therapy are your streams at the moment, Mika? I wouldn't say they're too therapeutic. Maybe a little bit. It's nice to rant occasionally, I guess, because the therapist I had, it's just he only has availability once every 2 weeks, so if I miss an appointment, I don't see him for a month, so I just don't go anymore, because it's like, the scheduling's a pain in the ass. But I also try not to have my mental illness out on display for people online. I try not to abuse my audience in that way, but it also is like a healthy amount of kind of getting it out, you know, but I'm not gonna like go on a fucking political tirade just because my mom died, and make other people upset, because that doesn't help. It's just a battle you have to fight internally for a long time and come to terms with eventually. And, you know, like I said before, I think Asmongold needs to take a break from the internet for like 6 months. The insecurity is truly palpable on Musk's Twitter. The bitter divorced guy energy truly radiates from it now. Yeah, he spends all fucking day just tweeting, and then he makes it so other people have to look at his tweets. I had to fucking block him so I wouldn't see it anymore. He's just like, man has billions of dollars, and he's choosing to spend his time pretending like he's not butthurt about his divorce on Twitter. Wait, why did you play League of Legends? Because I used to date a guy that played League of Legends, and he got me into League of Legends, and that was the only way we could interact. I was getting popcorn, so it was Asmongold canceled for again. What did he get canceled for? I don't know. He gets canceled like every day. I don't think you can cancel people who don't give a shit, right? Thoughts on Asmongold's view on AI art? This is something I wanted to talk to him about. I think it's fucking stupid. I think somebody should, like, hit him with, like... Not a hammer. I think a hammer is too much. Maybe, like, a nice firm... Like a roll of paper, like a roll of newspaper, and just be like, stop! Stop it! Stop that! I think somebody needs to do that to him. And I think it all stems from his hatred of the gaming industry. And I think it's because he wants all of these woke games to be dissolved, because I guess he associates gaming these days with all those incredibly annoying opinions that people have by extreme woke liberals. Which, like, I understand. I think that's annoying too, but I don't think AI is the solution to that. I think we need to shine light on games made by people who, you know, are industry people, like indie games who, you know, they want to make games for the sake of making art, like Beazle. So that's why I think me and Beazle could fix him, because Beazle's a game developer and he's making a cool game and it's not woke. So yeah, that's what I mean. There are a shit ton of woke games now, though. There are, but I think the tides are turning because people don't want to play those anymore because they're just not good. Beanzel. Would you take a commission from Pyrocynical? No. It would be funny, but no, I just don't want to take commissions in general because they make me anxious. I think capitalism makes games woke. Yeah, because there was like a tide turning where the market was exclusively catering to people who need their games to be an annoying hug box. But they're learning that, you know, people who actually like playing video games, they don't want to be lectured when they're gaming. So, you know, there's good games out there. You don't need AI to kill off game developers in order for games to be good. You just need to invest in games that don't fucking do that shit. Most of my favorite games are from indie developers, some of the best written stories and most beautiful art styles I have ever witnessed. I agree, that's why my favorite fucking game is Undertale and Deltarune. Those are the best games! So you just need to play more indie games. Stop playing all these fucking AAA games, because they suck anyway. They're made by annoying theater kids that think they understand grief, and it's the same story every time. It's just The Last of Us, and, all that shit. And none of these people have ever experienced loss of any kind, and, yeah. I don't want to play any shit, and I don't like, again, I said this once and I've said it again, I hate PBR games. I hate physical-based rendering in games because I think it looks like shit. I think it looks uncanny valley as hell. I think it looks desaturated and uninviting. I like stylized stuff. I like pixel art. I like using as few polygons as possible. Those are the kind of games I want to fucking play. Those are the games that get me excited to turn them on. I think the only game... I think this is the only PBR game I've ever fucking played is Clair Obscur. And Clair Obscur is actually good, so that one gets a pass. Also, Robert Pattinson is in it, so again, gets a pass. I'm not done with Clair Obscur, by the way. I got stuck at the lamp cunt because I was underleveled by the time I got to that fight. The motherfucker's got like a bunch of arms and shit and lamps. I got stuck at the phase 2 of that fight, so I'll get back to it eventually. But yeah, that's a good game. I want games with girls that have big milkers. Oh yeah, that's another thing that they keep fucking doing. They're like, it's evil and objectifying if the game character is a girl that's conventionally attractive. So we're gonna make all of the game characters from now on ugly and bald and unflattering and hideous and yeah, that'll get people to play our games. It's just stupid because you're just breaking the fundamental laws of character design. The point of character design is to make your characters look fun and appealing so people will want to play your shit. But instead, they're making everybody look like a Concord character, and I don't want to play games that look like that. Because I want to make fan art of these characters. I don't want to, like, make fan art of, like, some bald-ass bitch who has, like, so much fat on her body that it looks like her back has a second pair of tits on it. I don't want that. Thank you, Pale Hands, for the super chat. Have you played milk inside of a bag of milk? No, what the fuck? Is that a game? Let me look that up. Let's see. Milk inside a bag. This is a Canadian game. Of milk inside. I'll just okay, whatever. I'm sure that's an oh, okay, interesting. No, what the fuck is this? I've never seen this before. It looks great though. This looks terrifying. Maybe I'll play this, yeah. This looks like something up my alley. This looks fucked up. Yeah, I'd play this. Oh, she has the main character. She has fucked up bangs like me. She also cut her bangs too short. Look at that. Just like me for real. You should play Rogue Trader. It's a fan art scene is insane. I'll write that down. Oh my god, the milk games are so good. Oh, there's more than one milk game? There's multiple bags of milk? Have you played Disco Elysium? I did. I started playing it, like, last year. On stream. I think it's a game that's better played by yourself and not on stream, because, there's a lot going on in that game. A lot of, allegory, a lot of, self-development happens when you're playing that, and I don't really want to play that in front of people. I think I want to, you know, experience that as though I am the main character with, like, the mutton chops. I think I should, you know, I'll revisit that game by myself at some point. I think corporate gaming is trash in general. Publishers like EA and Microsoft is like, we are where one good developer studios go die by the inches. Yeah, it's not good. It's not good. So if you want to see change in the industry, we're having an indie game gold rush. Stop giving your money to, like, these mainstream titles, because they don't care about making good games. They care about having a therapy session. It's the writers, man. They care about making the game about them and putting their annoying self-inserts in the game, instead of going to therapy. I don't want to play a game like that. I want to play a game because it's fun. I don't want to be preached to. If you want someone to be mad about for bad games, just be mad at corporate America and also Australia. What did Australia do? What did Australia do? I died in Disco Elysium to an uncomfortable chair. I think I died in something stupid in Disco Elysium too. Something weird happens. Like, maybe I think it had something to do with, like, that redheaded kid that you punch. I think I died there somehow. I think I got like a heart attack and died because I failed the skill check. Fun game. Blasphemous is one of the most beautiful pixelated games I've ever played, and I'm only a few hours in. Let's look that one up. Blasphemous game. Oh, wow. They go ham on those details. God damn. That's crazy. That's like fucking Renaissance type shit in the form of pixels. That's fantastic, yeah. Look at that. Very key. Very key. Australia censor everything and put pressure on US and Europe to follow. What the fuck? Why does anybody give a shit about what Australia thinks? No offense to the Australians in chat, but, like, what the fuck? Australia is super censorship and they claim it's to save kids, but actually they just hate anime. Why, bro? What the fuck? Blasphemous is a 2D Dark Souls. Is it actually a Dark Souls, or are people just calling it Dark Souls because everybody calls everything Dark Souls now? Rain World is also fucking fantastic. Is that the one? No, I think... Wait, let me see. Rain World. Let me double check. Yeah, that's the one. That one was cool because it had procedurally generated boss fights with, like, an AI. I thought that was really cool. I watched, like, a breakdown of how that game was made a couple years ago. Looks cool. And who doesn't like a little cum creature as the main character? We love a nice little cum guy, cum rabbit. That's good character design. See, notice how the cum rabbit is not bald and fat. It's always a plus Thank you, Bishop, again. What was the thing you were saying was like Renaissance shit, but in pixels? Blasphemous. Blasphemous. Really good pixel art. And they know that Asian-made media destroyed Western comics, etc. Oh, we're having all sorts of discussions in chat, huh? Western-leaning cultures want to control Asian-made media because they think Asians are weird as fuck and don't understand their animes. That's really depressing. I'm just thinking of... Because, like, I think it also works in reverse, too. With, like, the Chinese censorship in League of Legends, for example, where, you know, Vlad, the vampire character in League of Legends, you know how he's like a big puddle of blood with, I think it's his W, I think. I don't remember his fucking moveset, but he turns into a big pool of blood, and then he becomes untargetable. In the Chinese version of League of Legends, and instead of making him blood red because that's like bad, they made him white, so he just looks like a big puddle of cum. He just looks like a big cum blob, because you can't have blood in Chinese media. And it's the same with, like, skeletons. So they can't have Thresh out with his skull and his bones and shit, because that's bad or something. For some reason, the Chinese, they're not fond of the skeleton. Gotta wonder how... I wonder if you're even allowed to play Undertale in China because of Sans and Papyrus. I wonder if there's a Chinese rip of Undertale. I wonder how that works. Maybe it doesn't count because it's like a pixelated game, so you can't tell necessarily. You could make the case that they're not skeletons at all. They're just white people. They're not skeletons, bro. They're just white people. It's fine. It's okay. You're allowed. You can have white people in a video game. Are they allowed to bone in China? Holy shit. Oh, that's so racist. Skeletons. Vlad is my main. You need to stop playing League of Legends. Stop it. Get help. Only in China can you have your stream nuked by Sans. Yeah, as soon as Sans appears, you get the Chinese firewall of doom, and you get sent to prison. We are all white skeletons underneath the skin colors. True. We're all skeletons at the end of the day, so racism shouldn't exist, because all of our skeletons are white. We can all be white if we try hard enough. When you write LOL and Dota 2 chat, the character you are playing laugh because League is a joke. Got him! Got him! Actually, our bones are yellow. Are they actually? I guess they're more of an off-white, huh? Probably lots of juices in there staining your bones at all time.
Oh, yes.
All times. Oh, yes! Thank you for the super chat, Exodus. Shamk. That is a weird language. I don't know what language that is. Are these game titles, or are you speaking in a language? I'm afraid to read that because, like, what if it's a slur in like Italian or something, and then I get banned?
Ugly bald bitch.
Mika, you should play Noita. What's Noita? Some people's bones are green. Oh yeah, I think that happens if you take Accutane. It turns your bones green. Let's see. What was I talking about? I forgot. I forget. I don't know what happened. Sorry. You don't know Noita. It's notoriously the hardest roguelike ever made. I don't like roguelikes, I don't think. I played Hades and I hated it. Because I don't like repetitive gameplay where you have to do the same thing over and over. I think I just don't like roguelikes. Noita... Let's see, I don't think this would be something I would be into. Cool little dude, though. Cool little character. Cool little character, man. I guess, I don't know, are all roguelikes like fucking Hades? What I hated about Hades is that, you have to beat Zagreus's dad's ass again and again for the plot, and it just gets really fucking boring. I don't like being trickle-fed the plot in that manner. I thought it was a pain in the ass to do that every fucking time. And okay, the difference is, like, you get, like, a slightly different weapon and maybe slightly different boons, and I got fucking bored. Sorry if that's a hot take for somebody. But, oh god, Freddy, what? What do you want, motherfucker? Come on. Come on. Come on, Boris. Come on, Boris. Boris, come on, you can do it. There you go. Come on, Freddy. Why did you go back outside? Come on. Come on. Freddy is a very special needs dog. It wouldn't be so annoying if her voice wasn't so high-pitched. When she wants something, she'll, like, do, like, a supersonic fucking bat screech, like, ee! Ee! And it's really, I can't think. And it makes me really anxious when I hear it, so I have to just do what she says. My fucking stupid-ass chud dog. And her incessant whining. Hades is a great game if you hate dads. Well, I like my dad, so maybe it's not the game for me. Mr. Chair, a real professional streamer. Yeah, guest appearance from Hassan this stream with Mr. Chair. Played a game called Rogue Legacy and loved the way it looked and played, but hated the concept of infinite random restarts without any progression. Yeah, I guess I just don't fuck with games like that. Roguelikes suck because you don't feel progress. I guess that's what sets Hades apart from other roguelikes, is that there is progress, because the roguelike mechanic is there to advance the plot. That doesn't make it fun. That doesn't make the gameplay actually fun. I guess what it is, it's cool doing the dungeons over and over as you get stronger until you get to the end. And then you finally beat his dad's ass, and I'm like, oh, this must be the end of the game, right? That's not the end of the game. You have to keep beating his dad's ass and going through the entire dungeon over and over again. Like, it was cool, like, okay, I'm gonna go up to Meg. I'm gonna get my ass beat by Meg. Next time, maybe I won't get my ass beat by Meg. You beat Meg's ass, and you're like, great, now what? Then Meg's sister comes, and then you have to beat her sister's ass, and you're not strong enough, so you have to go back, and you beat Meg, and then you beat Meg's sister, and it goes up and up and up and up. And then you beat his dad's ass, and then you just have to keep beating his dad's ass every fucking time. Fuck that, man. I don't want to do that. Over and over again, just for the fucking plot. I still don't know how that game ends. I should probably just Google what the actual story is. I got too fucking irritated to keep doing it over and over and over. But, it's cool looking. It's a pretty game. I like the stylization. It's just a shame that the characters are really small on the screen, though. Maybe you should try Dead Cells, it's a little different. I would love to make Meg's sister come. Good for you. Good, yep. What happened to the Expedition 33 streams? You given up? No, I just haven't had the chance to go back to Expedition 33. I got stuck, and I'm underleveled. I'll go back to it eventually. Boss, I fucking swear I need you to look at the art of Hylix on my knees. Okay, let's see. Hylix. Let's check that out. Hylix video. Oh my god. Oh, I remember Cactus was playing this one time on stream like a year ago. Oh, this looks fucked up. Yeah, I like this. See, that's what I'm talking about, man. Just because you can get extremely realistic physical-based rendering happening in your engine doesn't mean you should do that, because why would you do that when you can do Hylix? When you can make things look weird. When you can make things a little fucked up. If I wanted the game to look real, if I wanted to do something involving realistic stuff, I would just go outside. I would just hang out in the ghettos of Los Angeles, and that can feel like a life or death situation. I could reasonably die there if I wanted to, like a thrill. Bong. Thank you, Bishop. You don't have to tip every time, though. Yeah, Alex is sick. I was telling you to try that in Discord. Alright, I need to write these down. I've been getting so many recommendations this week.
Yes.
I need something to write with. Kamikaze, what's up? What's up? Wayne Hunter 1000. Thank you for the super chat. Nothing much. We're just discussing my terrible opinions on video games. Let's see. Blasphemous. Hylix. Milk. The video game. Yep. Bags of milk. Milk bag. I just wrote milk bag. What was the other one? There was another one. Rain World. See, why would you play a AAA title when there's lots of good indie shit out there? Some games call for realism, but there are too many that look that way. Hellblade is one of the best indie experiences I've ever had, and it was realistic looking. Let's see, let's look at Hellblade. Hellblade. What I think it is that a lot of games prioritize the look of the game and not necessarily is it fun to play. This looks cool. I mean, the character designs are kind of sick. The weird monsters and shit. I think it can get away with things if the monsters look cool at least. But I don't know. It still gives me that uncanny vibe. I just want the games to be fucking fun. I don't care what they look like. I just want them to be enjoyable. You can play Hypnospace Outlaw. I'm begging you. You will literally love it forever. You've been trying to get me to play that forever. No. Space. Outlaw. I played the Taiko drum game at round 1 last week. Or earlier this week, because it's still Sunday. And I fucked my shoulder up again after spending a lot of time healing it. So I guess I can't play the Taiko drum game until my shoulder's fucking healed, which is sad because it's really fun. I can see myself getting very addicted to that, but I guess I'll just stick to DDR for now in terms of rhythm games. Have you ever played Tetris? Shit goes hard. I haven't played Tetris. Tetris is a good game. It's fun. Hellblade is a walking simulator. Isn't that Death Stranding? I thought that's what Death Stranding is. I've played Baldur's Gate. It was fine. I never finished it though. Not that I didn't want to finish it. It's just like the last campaign I played, I was playing with an ex, and we were on Act 3. We were halfway through Act 3, and then he broke up with me. So then I took his character and I beat him to death with my thick barbarian hammer until he was a pile of sinew on the floor. And then I took all of his stuff, and then I told Asterion that I loved him, and then I never opened that game again. Yeah, so I don't know. It's like it's a sore spot, I guess. And I don't want to have to go through all that shit again because I kind of forgot what happens. So that's another game I will just Google the ending at some point. But yeah, it was fine. I liked that the characters looked not necessarily like kids and too airbrushed. I like that Asterion kind of looked like he was middle-aged and like in his 30s. I appreciated that in terms of like a game that's realistic looking. I like that everybody wasn't like a super airbrushed beautiful twink. That was pretty cool. Thank you, Tullengard Forever 7783 for the super chat. Did you get the item I sent? And the Subnautica series is pretty fun. I did get, if you're talking about I think I got something from Throne. It was sent to my mom's house because I haven't updated the address for that house. But I did get a package that my dad brought over this morning, so I guess I'll open it next time I do a P.O. Box unboxing. And then we'll check out what you sent. There are 17,000 possible endings in Baldur's Gate 3. You gotta try Hotline Miami. I've heard of that one too. Hotline Miami. Where's my sody pop? Mika, did you get my copy of the Anarchist Cookbook? Maybe. I need to go check out the PO box at some point this week. Because there's been more things that arrived. But I probably did. We'll see. Hotline Miami music is so good. I think it was like only 2 people worked together on that game. You don't need a whole team of motherfuckers to make a good game. So, again, I would prioritize spending your money on indie titles. Because that's where all the heat's at! What's another game somebody keeps telling you to play? Class of 09, I believe. Let me write that one down. My problem with games is, like, I don't let myself play them. I feel guilty when I relax and play video games. I feel like I always need to be working. So, that's why. It's not that I hate, like, I'm not a cool ultra gamer girl. It's just, like, I never let myself relax. That's what the issue is. I always get too sidetracked by, side quests and, as the millennials would say, adulting. I'm always busy adulting. Am I right, guys? I can't even. Don't talk to me until I've had my coffee. That's what happens usually when I think about playing a video game. That's why I haven't played too many of them in recent times. Bully's a fun game. Isn't that a really old game? Just trick yourself into thinking playing games is productive by saying it's research for your own game project. That is true. That is true. I should do that. Tell you what. After the next video I make, I promise I will take a week off and I will just play video games the whole time. Pinky swear. I will let myself have some video games as a treat. Just play video games. It's your job now as a streamer, but I don't like streaming games. Well, I guess people don't really like when I stream games. I usually get significantly less viewers when I stream games. And, you know, as a streamer, all I care about is clout and updates, so... Unless it's Deltarune, then I don't give a shit. I don't care if people stay or not. I'm playing that game on stream, and you guys have to watch. Or I don't care if you watch. I'm doing it anyway. So I'll do it when Chapter 5 comes out this year at some point. Because that's the only game I really care about. Jerking the pen for real. I wish I wasn't a workaholic. No, you don't. It's not great. It's a terrible, terrible time. Have you tried Omori? I have played Omori. Omori's a really good game. It's probably one of my favorites. Well, I mean, it's quite a flawed game. I'd say with Omori, I think what the game suffers from is that the gameplay isn't actually that fun compared to the plot. The plot is great. I really love all of the world building and the gentle lore drops to the ultimate conclusion, which is, you know, you weren't expecting that, right? For those of you who played it. I liked that. So I felt when I was playing Omori, I was kind of just rushing through all of the levels just so I could get to the meat and potatoes of it. So I feel like maybe Omori would have been better as like a visual novel type game, but at the same time it probably never would have been as possible if there wasn't some turn-based RPG elements to it whatsoever. So it probably, you know, less people would have known about it maybe. But yeah, I liked Omori. I thought the story was cool. I liked the ending animatic. I thought that was really sweet.
Like this if you cry every time.
But yeah, it's fun. It's a fun game. It's not the best gameplay in the world, but the story makes it worth it. Yeah, Omori is pretty serious narratively speaking. Haven't finished it. Oh, you gotta go for it. Welcome to the game. Type games are my favorite. What? Weather is terrible here in Philly. I'm walking to an Amazon locker to pick up a delivery. Oh, I'm sorry. I heard some people got snowed in today. What about Yume Nikki? I've heard of Yume Nikki. I should play it. I've spoiled it for myself by looking it up. Because I kind of generally know what happens in that game. So, is that Discord link legit? Yeah, it should be. Had a dream my phone sent me an autism diagnosis. Okay. But yeah, I think people should play Omori. For the plot, at least. I liked it. Let's see, do I have Omori shit? Yeah, I do have the vinyls. If you can see. You can see, I think from, if you look at the top left, you can see the Hero and the Kel vinyls. I have all of them. I think you could see the, what's her fucking face? What's her Mari, you can see her. Hold on, let me fix her. She's not supposed to be doing that. There. Now it's lore accurate. If only I had a little vinyl set of stairs. If only I had a staircase for Mari. Yeah, you should play that game. It's cool. It's a good lesson in what you should be doing in a narrative focused game that doesn't feel contrite, because that's what a lot of AAA games get wrong, because they want to use this concept of, oh, we gotta put grief and depression in our game so that the millennials and Gen Z, they can identify with it. But none of those people have ever had anything bad happen to them, because they're all, like, Nepo babies that have writing jobs, so they don't actually know what it feels like for something bad to happen to them, so they miss the mark every single time. You looked really uncomfortable in the 2016 picture. I was. I had, like, just dyed my hair back to its natural color. And I had just moved into my dad's house because I had to flee my apartment, because it would have been easier for me to just leave the apartment than try to kick my ex-husband out, because he would do his little gaslighting tactics, and he'd start crying, and I would get manipulated into taking him back. So the only way to actually get that divorce going is for me to leave, because I knew for a fact he wouldn't, like, agree with getting kicked out. He would just, like, make a big stink about it. So yeah, that was, like, literally an hour after I arrived at my dad's house, and dyed my hair back to the brown color that it is. That was the first time I played Undertale, by the way. I didn't finish it at that time, but, because what happened was I was still at Nomen, and I was really busy with school. It was, like, a whole clusterfuck of things. So I played for, like, 20 minutes, and then I heard the theme song for Ruins, and I'm like, wow, this sounds really good. And then I just, like, stopped playing, and I just let the music play while I finished my fucking work for college. And then I didn't ever actually finish Undertale until, like 6 months later. But yeah, that was the first time I played Undertale. In that picture. Damn, well, good on you for getting out. Yeah, it's rough. People underestimate how difficult it is to get into a situation like that, or get out of it, because people are always like, oh, well, he's really mean to you, why don't you just leave? Because you're emotionally tethered to a person that you have a lot of history with. It's like a sunk cost fallacy type deal. Oh, hey, Kamikaze, didn't know you were gonna go live. I was just briefly scrolling through your channel earlier. Hello!
Oh, yes.
I go live sometimes. Thank you, Telengard Forever 7783 for the super chat. Try Robot Odyssey Rewired, free online. It's technically a kids game that required a degree in EE. I guess we were smarter back then. I think we were smarter back then. I've heard, like, people, like, Gen Alpha kids, they don't know how to, like, use printers and stuff because of the brain rot making them stupid. Let's see, Robot Odyssey Rewired. Does your ex know how high the sky is or what pi is? My ex thinks the sky is fake. My ex doesn't think the sky is real. He thinks it's a government psyop. So probably not. He probably doesn't know that information. My ex-wife was a narcissist and verbally and physically abusive. From one survivor to another, I'm very glad you got out. Thank you. A lot of people in that video are calling me the narcissist because I made a video about it. I made a video about it because there's a lot of people that aren't aware that they're in a bad situation, and that's what happened with me. He isolated me from other people, and I think that was intentional, so I wouldn't tell other people about my relationship. So I was only ever able to understand what was going on once I started going to college, and I would tell other people about things in my relationship, and they just like look at me like, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you married to this person? So I'm hoping that video served as like a mirror to somebody who maybe has some suspicion that the relationship that they're in isn't necessarily healthy. And also, people keep asking me about it. People kept asking me, what the fuck do you mean you married a Holocaust denier? So I felt like, okay, instead of answering this question every single fucking time, I'll just put a video up so I don't have to keep having to tell the story. The people calling you narcissists are 100% the manipulative narcissists. Yeah, absolutely. They don't like when... Because a lot of people, they see themselves in my ex-husband, so they feel like it's a personal attack, so they get very defensive. It was extremely cathartic to see the video and people's reaction to it, as I just feel ashamed I let it happen, and like I should avoid talking about it and no one else understands. Yeah, that's how I felt. That's how I felt for a really long time. It like made me feel bad that I was like, I guess I felt stupid. You're not stupid for having gone through that. It's just like everybody is susceptible to a degree of emotional manipulation if you're like a human with a heart. It just fucking happens, man. And you get taken advantage of a very evil person that is aware of that. So yeah, I'm glad it served as something somebody could reference as, okay, what is a healthy relationship and what isn't. This is like everyone in LA. If bad things happen to you and you talk about it, you are the problem and they avoid you. Yeah, this is why dating in LA is so fucking cursed, because everybody's a fucking narcissist here. I think I gotta like import a boyfriend from somewhere else. Doesn't even have to be from a different country. Maybe from like somewhere else in the United States at least. Like maybe no West Coasters allowed. But also the problem with that is meeting somebody, because then you have to meet them online, and then people are never the same as they are online as they are in person. So it's like a whole shit mess. Dating is complicated, and I hate having to deal with it. And I get really lazy about it too. It's like, how willing am I to have my peace disrupted? Is it really worth it? Am I that lonely? Do I care that much? But like I want kids and stuff, so fuck. Kind of not really sure what to do there. Not much I can do, I guess. Oh well. Be the low effort wheel of a polycule. I'm over here in Texas. Come get me. Well, no, because meeting people online is scary. I guess if it was like a fucking another content creator, and then I could probably get a better gauge of their personality through the stuff that they made, maybe that would work. But I don't want to like fucking dating app that shit. And then dating people in your audience is usually a bad move because they idolize you too much, and that might make them kind of weird. I don't know. I wish I could just reproduce asexually. That'd be cool. Like a fucking, like a tube worm or something, or a sea sponge. That would be nice. Wait for 50 years and we'll get the ability to genetic engineer babies without needing to sex. How old am I? 33? Let's see. Do you guys think I'll live to 80? Shit. Maybe. Maybe I will. We'll see. Just spit out an egg. That would be cool. If I give you money, will you acknowledge me? No. I doubt you'll get to 60. Oh, come on. Don't scare me like that. I'll get to 60. I think there's a lot of longevity in my family. My grandpa's 90 and he's still kicking. He's got Alzheimer's real bad, but he's alive. My grandma's still alive. I think if my mom didn't get dicked over by cancer, she'd still be alive. And it wasn't even the cancer that killed her, it was the incompetence of her medical team that killed her. And it was more of a murder than it was death from old age and sickness. She was just fucking killed, unfortunately. She just fucking got murdered by her doctor. My dad was 68 when I was born. My mom was 42. God damn, bro. You got an old-ass dad, dude. What the fuck?
Oh, yes.
Well, thank you for the super chat. Telling guard forever 7783. You can easily get artificially inseminated. I was thinking about it. I guess I think I'm gonna put a time limit on me, maybe. I'm gonna say 37. I'm not gonna say 35 because it's already down. It's already around the fucking corner because I'm gonna be 34 this year. I'll say if I haven't met the one by 37, I'm just gonna get in vitro'd, I guess. Oh god. I've lost control of my life. Donor conception is ethically sketchy. What do you mean? Why is it ethically sketchy? Not sure if you can see my past comment. What did you say? Are you doing better? I just watched your unemployed video. Well, yeah, that video came out a year ago. So the update to that situation about being unemployed is that YouTube is my job now. So I get by making videos on occasion. So yeah, I guess happy ending. Yay! Thanks for asking. Bro, just freeze your eggs. That's something I might do this year. I have to start thinking about that. It's pretty stressful stuff. Unironically, having a kid on your own would be a really good way to exclude the types of guys who are crazy from your dating tool. That is true. Because nobody, like, wants a single mom, right? You have to be empathetic to a point. Altruistic if you want to deal with a single mom. So you might be right about that. Alternatively, I could start hunting for the single dads. I could start getting the daddies on my radar. Latinos love single moms. Interesting. Yeah. Maybe that wouldn't be so terrible. Hunting for the daddies. At least I can prove that they like kids, because that was another issue I faced. Is like accidentally dating a guy, and it turns out that they lied to you about wanting kids, and then they fuck your whole shit up. I had a dream about that guy the other night. No, last night, actually. I think I had a dream that I killed him, and I buried his body in the snow. Really nice dream, because fuck that guy. What an asshole. In the context, for those of you who don't know, I dated a guy for 5 years. We had a talk at the beginning of our relationship about deal breakers, and my deal breaker was not wanting kids, because I want kids. And he's like, no, it's fine, I want kids, and then 5 years later, I'm like, hey, can we have kids? I don't know how long my mom will live, and I want my mom to live long enough to meet her grandchildren. And then as soon as I did that, he fucked off. He dumped me. So yeah, he just wasted my time because he didn't actually want kids. He just wanted the pussy. He just wanted the pussy, boss.
Yes.
Go to an anime convention, meet some guys and gals. Maybe. I'm not going to Anime Expo, that's for sure. It's too crowded in that bitch. Anime conventions in general are a lot more crowded than they used to be. So it's like why I'm kind of apprehensive about going to them. And they sure as shit don't do bag checks at those things. So, like, it seems like a prime spot to do a mass shooting. And we do live in America, so that's not outside of the realm of possibility that somebody would want to do a mass shooting at an anime convention. So I don't know. I don't know about that. Dude, Anime Expo has the best Artist Alley, though. Do they actually? You have to go to Anime Expo. Bro, I am not going to Anime Expo. Last time I went, it was like that scene from Requiem for a Dream, where the guy's like, ass to ass! It was like that, because you were literally ass to ass with all of the other fucking con-goers, and there was no space to move around, and it was very hot and very uncomfortable, and I almost had a heat stroke waiting in line for my fucking badge. I don't want to go to Anime Expo. It sucks, dick! I don't care about the Artist Alley. I'll just order prints online from artists. Yes, you are. No, you cannot make me go to Anime Expo, bro. Poopy pooping back and forth forever.
Oh, yes.
I feel like that was a movie only I saw, but apparently a lot of people have seen that movie. Pooping back and forth forever. Thank you, Jamar Campbell. Jamar Campbell. 295 for the super chat. Just hopped on stream. Hope you are doing well with a better upcoming week for you. Yay, snow day here in Canada. How hot is it here today in California land? How fucking bad is it right now? Where's my weather at? Weather. It's, oh, it's actually not too hot today. It's like 63 degrees out. High of 69. Got 'em. But, it's warm enough for me to have a dress on. So, yeah. Sucks that you're Canadian and stuff and that it's cold out. I really feel for you. It's 80 here in Florida. Holy shit, it's even worse. It was hot a little bit, I swear to God. Like, maybe 2 days ago, it was kind of hot. Seeing the ending of Requiem for a Dream on YouTube traumatized me. Why did you see it on YouTube? What the fuck? Let's see, what's the weather like for the rest of the week? Monday, Tuesday. It's gonna be 80 on Friday. Isn't that cursed? Isn't that awful? I used to live in Delaware and it snowed there and I hated it. I hated it really fucking bad. It was really scary because I'm not used to driving in the snow. But the cool thing about Delaware is that they had fireflies. Which you don't have those in California. And it was really cool. It was like somebody was spraying the ground with Harry Potter magic. It was pretty sick. I don't remember how Requiem for a Dream ends, actually. I just remember the ass-to-ass scene, because that was really funny.
Oh, yes.
Thank you, Hazim Mohammed 8131 for the super chat. Love your videos and the good vibes. Oh, thank you! I'm glad you like it! People keep telling me my videos are depressing, so I'll make a happy video next time. I'm working on a happier video. Or, I don't know if it's happy, at least it'll be funny. I think it was a funny experience. It was, it's about taking mushrooms and my experience doing those and the shenanigans that happened. So, look forward to that. I gotta start writing that when actually, no, I have to start, I gotta start organizing entries for the art contest. I'm so behind. I'm so fucking behind, bro. It's meant to snow in the UK too. Apparently gonna be a snow day tomorrow. Ew. Ew. Ass to ass, prison amputated, mad. Is that how it ends? There was an amputation. I don't remember the amputation part in, Requiem for a Dream. Be on drugs the next video to make it happy. Oh, there's footage. There's footage of me being geeked off my yipper. I made sure to film part of that. So, look forward to that. I look like a crazy person because my pupils get super dilated. It looks pretty fucked up, so... I don't think that's terms of service. Because I know the Try Guys did a video about taking mushrooms and they were all high when they did that video. So, it won't be the entire video. It will just be some of it, just as a visual aid. I wish I could take mushrooms without dying. Well, they're not gonna kill you. But, they could. Not from, like, the substance itself, but you could potentially land yourself in a very dangerous situation if you're not supervised properly. So, you know, make sure you're with somebody that's watching your dumbass. Thank you, Bishop. After stream, send me and the others the fucking folder of the art contest. Oh, right. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll do that too. Well, it's about 5 o'clock, so I guess I'll start doing that with, the mods and the judges here. Or else I'll procrastinate it and I'll go directly back to Clip Studio Paint and fucking around. So, well, happy Sunday, everybody. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good rest of your Sunday. Touch some grass. Go outside.
Oh, yes.
Oh, shit. Thank you, Untouched by Time, for the super chat. For the frozen eggs, hope you don't need them. Also, love your laugh. Thank you. I guess if I don't need them, I'll just donate them, and then I'll technically have a bunch of weird little descendants running around like Genghis Khan. That'd be funny. And I'm sure they'll be looking my ass up, and they'll see that I have a cringe YouTube channel in, like, 20 years. Won't that be fun? But, bye-bye. Bye-bye. Love you. Say it back. Oh, we got a raid. We're gonna raid Mega 64. Okay, let's see. Raid. Wait, hold on. Chat's moving really fast. Hot. Let's see. Raid. Mega. 64. Podcast. I think I spelled that right. Okay, could be real. Raiden.
Alright, see you guys later. See you guys later. See you guys next week.
Don't forget to stop by for the art contest. Raid now!